What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. Arsenal against Crystal Palace, Monday night football, people. Forget EastEnders, record it. Forget Coronation Street, watch it tomorrow. This is all that matters tonight. Arsenal against Palace from Selhurst Park, under the lights, Monday night football. And before we get into it, I'm going to be honest, people. I'm going to be honest. The team selection is concerning me today. I'm not here to, I'm not here to mix things up. This ain't all, roses and buttercups, people. I'll tell you as it is. The team selection tonight concerns me. And we're going to speak about Gabriel Magalhaes as well. I've heard a few whispers today. We're going to talk about that. Big up to everyone locked in, though. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. We're looking at least 3,000 likes tonight. No messing about. It's Monday night football. United got slapped. Chelsea spent about £1 billion and got dealt with by Mikel Antonio. You know, it's been a good weekend, but don't mash up the Monday Arsenal. Don't do it. So make sure you like the video, caress it, slap it, do whatever's necessary, make sure it gets hit. But listen, let's talk about the Arsenal team today. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to speak my truth, people. I could be totally wrong by the end of this. We could win the game comfortably, and I could be sitting here saying, what the hell do I know? Not a lot. But it's one thing tinkering against Nottingham Forest at home. You might get away with that. You might get away with that. Forest relegation battle. You're at home. You've had a, solid preseason. You might feel like, yeah, you can do that. This is Palace at Selhurst Park. This ain't no joke. Outside of the big six clubs, I would say this is one of the hardest away games. Maybe not as much now because Zaha's left, Elise's injured. They're not at full strength. We know that. But what is going on here? Let's just speak it. We've picked the same team that we played against Forest, which means we're playing three at the back. So Ramsdale's in goal. He starts. But then the crazy thing is you look at it, you've got White, Saliba, and Tomiyasu as a back three, right? So Tomiyasu is the one change, actually, because obviously Yuri Timber started the last game. What I don't understand and what I would need to question this manager about is why are you shoehorning Havertz and Nketiah into a starting lineup and leaving out Gabriel? Why are you doing that? Why change something that there was no problem with? Last season, we nearly won the Premier League with Gabriel and Saliba at centre-back. Even if you think, okay, Gabriel can be upgraded, that's fine. But that partnership works, right? That partnership works. And instead, you've mashed up that partnership so that you can squeeze Havertz, your big money signing, and Eddie Nketiah into a starting 11. Who does that? Who mashes up their back four to fit in Havertz and Eddie Nketiah? Who does that? We didn't play three at the back all last season. We nearly won the league. We didn't play three at the back all pre-season. First game of season, I'm going to play three at the back because I want to fit Havertz in and I want to fit Nketiah in. And to do that, I'm going to have to get rid of a defender. Let's talk about Gabriel. Again, I'm not ITKing. Believe me when I say this. I'm not ITKing, right? I'm not, don't quote me on it, don't tweet me on it, don't do anything on it. But I'm hearing from people today that this Gabriel leaving is a possibility. It ain't no just, oh, he's been left out for one game because we're changing tactics. There's genuine links that this guy could be leaving in this transfer window. Why? Why would we get rid of Gabriel Magalhaes? Can you upgrade on him? Of course you can. He's in the Brazil squad for their qualifiers, right? He's being linked with Real Madrid, with Militao being injured. He's being linked with Saudi for crazy money. No, we'll drop him and then maybe sell him. And then what we're going to do? We're going to play Saliba and who? Kivior? We're going to play three at the back? It makes no sense. Zero sense. Can anybody in the chat tell me, can Did Thomas Partey play well last week playing inverted right back? On the ball in midfield, fine. When he had to drop into right back, all over the place. Got caught out for the goal, got done by Gibbs White a few times, trying to play two roles in one. Where is this, where's this inverted thing come from in football? Like, I say it, I've said it once and I'll say it again. You do not have to copy everything Pep Guardiola does. You just don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. He's playing inverted, I'll play inverted. His centre-back's going into midfield, I'll do it. You know, he's got a box midfield out. No, do your own thing sometimes, yeah? Liverpool didn't copy Man City. They won the league. They won the Champions League. It worked. Thomas Partey, at the age of 30, cannot play centre mid and right back in the same team. He hasn't got the energy. He hasn't got the legs. He's being set up to fail. You've got a solid back four. Play Zinchenko, play White, play Gabriel, play Saliba, play Ramsdale. We build from there. You've then got Rice and Partey, which is solid. Odegaard in the cam. Saka, Martinelli, brilliant. And whoever you want to play up front. Trossard can't get a kick. Now, some people go, oh, you're going over the top. And listen, I'm not. I think we can still win tonight. What my issue is why on earth is Gabriel being linked with moves away, and people are saying that this is genuine. I don't understand. He was the only defender that finished our season with any kind of form. Saliba was injured. Holding was shocking. Ben White was starting to get ripped. Zinchenko was injured. Tierney couldn't get a kick. Gabriel's the only one that held it together towards the end of the season. Now we're talking about selling him. I don't understand this. I don't get it. I don't get it. Thomas Partey as an inverted right back is insanity, people. And I ain't talking about the fitness DVD that came out about 10 years ago. It is insanity. He's 30. Protect him. Don't add more to him. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But anyway, let me calm down, because we'll probably go and win the game 3-4-0. They'll go, what was you moaning about? Arteta's the manager, not you. Listen, I'm saying what everybody is thinking. You do not go to Palace on a Monday night under the lights and put your, Thomas Partey as an inverted right back. It is wild. Somebody said there, Arteta is copy my homework but change it a little. You know what I mean? You'll get done, mate. You can't do that. You got an assignment. You got to write it in your own words at least. Man's going on Google and copying and pasting for his exams. It's wild. But anyway, you've got an agenda. Hey, listen, Ramsdale keeps his place in goal. David Raya is on the bench. Back three again, White, Saliba. Tomiyasu comes in for Timber, who is injured. Partey, inverted right back. Yeah, thanks a lot, mate. Yeah, that's what we signed him for, innit? Declan Rice in midfield. Odegaard and Havertz as the two attacking midfielders. Saka and Martinelli on the wing. And Ketia continues through the middle. He was always going to carry on. He started last week. He scored. He was waxing lyrical about him. Fair enough. On the bench, David Raya, Gabriel, Kivior, not Tomiyasu. There we go. That's the one. I knew I had one wrong there on the bench. Let me change that. Tomiyasu is not on the bench. He is starting. So let me take him off. Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Trossard, Reece Nelson, and Emile Smith-Rowe. Trossard must be thinking, what the hell do I have to do to get a kick? I told you, he's going to be the super sub of this team. Who have I not? Oh, Zinchenko's on the bench. That's the one that I have not put on. Zinni's back on the bench, which is good. I thought he might have played this game, but apparently he's not yet fit enough. But yeah, crazy. Gabriel can't get a kick. Why is Trossard not playing? Trossard's going to be a super sub. Let's talk about two other players. Kieran Tierney, remember him? Future Arsenal captain, they said. Not on the bench. Said in the press conference, he's in my plans. He came on in the Community Shield. He's very much in my plans. Not on the bench. He's on his way to Real Sociedad by the look of it. I said, let's go off his actions rather than what he says in the press conference. Kieran Tierney not even on the bench. He's on his way. I think that's a mistake. Playing Tomiyasu at left back. He's not great at left back. Zinchenko's injury prone. Don't agree with that either. And people say I'm being too hard on the manager. I'm being honest. I would not be selling Kieran Tierney. Let's talk about another player. Following Balogun. Trained all week with the team. Can't get on the bench. Deemed surplus to requirements. He'll be going as well. Tierney, Balogun, potentially Gabriel. I think you're going to see them. There was no way Arsenal were going to spend 210 million without players being sold. I understand you've got to make money, but sell the right players, sell the right players. There's no way Kieran Tierney and Balogun should be leaving before Rob Holding, Mohamed El Neni, Eddie Nketiah and other players. People say, okay, but those players have got more value than some of them. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to speak it as it is, people. We've got a few things to get into. Let me just go through these super chats quick. Cole said, if Gabriel does leave, I hope we get good money on a quality replacement at like a big club. 10 days left of the window. Laporte's just going to Saudi. If you sell Gabriel now, who do you get to replace him as a left-sided centre-back? Be very difficult. Big up to you. Young Gunner says Partey will get ripped at right-back this season. You can't have two full-backs invert. We'll get exposed. If this tactic goes wrong, Arteta will be on thin ice. If it doesn't make sense, we'll do it, says Young Gunner. George says, keep things simple. Overthinking and overcomplicating usually leads to trouble. Let's hope we get the 3 points tonight. Big up to you, bro. And Coburn, who's been a member for a month. Big up Big C and the people. Them, give me a score prediction. I was saying 2-0. I'm going 2-1. I think we might concede. I'm not convinced by that defence. Jorge said, Edu should question the Partey right-back decision. I know some people will say, calm down. We won our last game. We can still win tonight. Blah, blah, blah. Surely you fix the issues in your team. You don't create more issues in your team. Right, it is Monday night football. I do still believe we can win. I'm not doing this to be overly negative. I'm questioning decisions that don't seem to be necessary. You don't need to do this. Tonight we're playing Tomiyasu, who's a right back, at left back. We're playing Thomas Partey, who's a DM, at right back. Like, you don't need to do that. You're not going to watch Man City next week and see Haaland left wing and go, oh, we're going to try something new. It works. Don't change it. Our defence worked last season, right? If you're upgrading, no problem. But to start changing the system, it makes no sense. We didn't look fully comfortable with it last week. We were hanging on the last 10 minutes against Forest. Palace away is a much more difficult game. I don't see the point. E. Ross said, Arteta making potions again. Dexter's Laboratory, people. Dexter's Laboratory. If you're a bit more old school, then you definitely remember watching that when you was younger. He's making potions in the dressing room and nobody knows why. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. O'Malley said it's Schlupp and AU Curtis Palmer. Listen, I've seen Jordan AU score against us. He'll go 20 games without scoring and then somehow score against us. I've seen it before. I always say I remember watching Palace, Benteke. They were going, Benteke hasn't scored for 10 hours. Within 20 minutes, unmarked back post, he scored. I've seen this story before, so I think Jordan Ayew is garbage, but wouldn't surprise me if he bagged tonight. This is what we do sometimes. Zupa said, didn't Gabriel sign a new contract last season? Means nothing. Means nothing. If the player wants out and the club are willing to let him go, what does a contract really mean? But anyway, I'm trying to stay calm. Calmer, people. Calmer. Let's make sure we win the game. Let's see what you're saying in the comments. The team selection deserves the machete. Kev, where's Kev when you need him? Arteta's mixing shampoo. Maybe he's confused. Maybe he's put shampoo and conditioner in the same bottle and he's got a strange reaction. His head top's blowing off. I don't know what's going on. Dial Square said, just tuned in. What the hell is going on with that defence? Roy says, Ted Lasso. Zupa said, yeah, didn't get. We did that one. Arteta always makes us nervous, says Tenzin. How on earth is Arteta playing 4 right backs at the back? Well, maybe not Saliba, but yeah, White, Tomiyasu, or Partey isn't a right back. That's the problem. He's trying to get himself a documentary, said Roy. Tenzin said Arteta should go back to what worked last season. Slow mode. I mean, I'm in slow mode. The comments are flying in. Big up to everyone. Let's slow it down a little bit more. We've got a couple of stories to talk about. Crystal Palace lineup, by the way. Johnston, Anderson, Guy, Ward, Mitchell, Schlupp, Lerma, AU, Decore, Eze, Edward. The one thing that I'll say with this is it's not a Crystal Palace team that worries me. But I say this more often than not. It's not often the opposition that worries me, it's ourselves. If we play well tonight, we will beat that Crystal Palace team. Apart from Eze, maybe Decore, it's not a great team. I think Mitchell's decent. A couple of defenders aren't bad. But it's me that worries. It's Arsenal that worries me, playing a system that we're not totally comfortable with. And Eze, Eze was let go by Arsenal as a youngster. He's an Arsenal fan. The boy's going to have a point to prove. I think Eze is a fantastic player. It's a good job that Zaha isn't there. And it's a good job that Elise is injured, because that would be more problems. So let's see. I'm still confident we can win, but I'm not happy with this team selection. I'm keeping it 100, people. Havertz is under pressure, see. He's got to prove he can press. Listen, even pressing's not enough. Got to score goals now. Havertz, I know you've only been here, pre-season and a game or two. But in reality, people, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it. I'm not here to mix up the words. I'm going to tell you straight as it is. Kai Havertz is a major part, probably the biggest part of the reason we're playing this formation. Because if Havertz isn't at Arsenal right now, we're playing 4-3-3. It's quite simple. But because we now got two attacking midfielders, Odegaard and Havertz, we've had to sacrifice a defender. So Havertz has got to prove his worth now. We've put a centre-back on the bench who had a good season to fit you into the team. Now you've got to produce. If you're not producing, you may have to start doing it from the bench. I hope he scores. If we're sacrificing Gabriel, I want Havertz to perform. But he's got to perform. Otherwise, we're doing this for no apparent reason. Said before, Havertz is the riskiest signing Mikel Arteta has ever made because of the price, because he's ex-Chelsea, because we don't know what position he's going to play in. It needs to work. It needs to work. Let me tell you that. Who's she talking out of fear? He said, trust Arteta on his decision, even if you disagree. I do disagree. I do. I wouldn't have picked that team. I hope it works. What I'm saying is, against Forest last week, in that second half, it didn't work. It didn't. And this is a harder game. We can't afford to drop points this early. Have a bad gut feeling Gabriel might dip. Let's talk. Let's talk Gabriel. Spoke to somebody today briefly about Gabriel. And what I was told was... I was like, what's happening with Gabriel? Basically, there's potential. There's potential that he could move. It's not a closed door that, no, there's no chance he's leaving and, he's totally happy. Apparently, Gabriel is not happy that he's been dropped and clubs are in for him. Now, there was news that came out about 45 minutes ago. The president of the Saudi Federation, Anmar Al-Hali, met today in London with Gabriel. Negotiations between the clubs, Arsenal and Al-Ittihad, and the player are proceeding positively to sign the player. Al-Ittihad are the team that Benzema and N'Golo Kante play for. They are one of the teams that are being bankrolled. They've got huge wages. They're paying Benzema nearly £2 million a week. This is not a difficult deal for them to do. Gabriel earns around 150 grand a week. Benzema's on 3 million. If Jordan Henderson's getting 700 grand a week, they can even 500,000's going to turn his head. Let's be real. If they more than treble his wage, his head's going to turn. Rumours today that Real Madrid are interested in him as well as a Militao replacement, although that story says that Madrid are not willing to spend that money yet because they are obviously going to make a late bid for Mbappe. They can't spend that on a centre-back. They probably have enough. They've got Nacho, they've got Alaba, and they've got Rudiger. They can probably, keep going with that. This concerns me massively. If we let Gabriel go, and listen, I'm not saying he is going, so don't quote me. He said he's going. No, I've heard rumours that he's interested. The door isn't closed. He's concerned as to why he's being benched. He's in the Brazil squad. He didn't go to the World Cup. He didn't make the World Cup squad with Brazil. He cannot afford to sit on Arsenal's bench. If he's being offered insane wages and they're offering a big transfer fee, this could be a problem. People in the chat saying 100 million. I don't think it would take 100 million to get him out of the door. You've got to remember, £40 million is our record sale. If they offer 50, 60, 65 million, I think you'll see people at the club start having, considering that, you know. They bigged up Kivior massively when they signed him, left centre-back. They tried to get Lisandro Martinez. Maybe they were never fully convinced with Gabriel. Listen, it is what it is. I wouldn't sell Gabriel. No chance at this stage. If he goes, you've got to have a serious replacement coming through the door. Let me tell you that. Smooth says, Gabby be like, give me the loot. He's after Remy, give me the papoose. You know what I mean? Man says, give me the loot, fam. You want to put me on the bench? I'll go and get 700 grand a week. If the president of the Saudi Federation has flown to London to meet him, he ain't making no stupid offer. Look at what's going off in Saudi at the moment. They're not being rejected by many players. They've just signed Neymar. It ain't no joke. They've got Ronaldo, they've got Benzema, they've got Kante, they've got Mahrez. They nearly got Mbappe, you know. This is a serious problem. You should not be selling Gabriel Magalhaes. Let me tell you that, people. With 10 days left of the window. What centre-back are you going to get to replace him at this stage? You know, we've already got issues with Timber. The defence was not a problem. Don't create a problem. Let's hope he's just trying a thing, trying to fit Havertz in, not Hazard. Trying to fit Havertz in the team, and Gabriel maybe plays the next game. So we'll have to see, man. But the Saudis, them man aren't playing, bro. They've flown in personally to meet Gabriel. That tells you that Gabriel's willing to listen. And when they put silly numbers on that paper, man turns up tonight and he's on the bench. This is not good. Ash Clifton, looking forward to your stream tonight. Just hope we can get the win. Let's hope so, bro. Dre said, don't worry. Holding is the answer. He'll still be here. He'll still be here. Nino said, Harry Maguire on deadline day. We better not. Darren said, are you worried, Curtis? It looks like the money will turn Gabriel's head. The problem is, though, bro, once he's been dropped, you're allowing the money to turn his head. If he's starting every game and he's got 4 years left on his contract, Saudi have offered you loads of money. Yeah, not bothered, mate. 4-year deal, get on the training ground. You ain't going nowhere. When you're benching him and you're making him think, what am I doing here? He played 38 league games last season, not one injury, not one suspension. How do you reward him? You bench him for Kai Havertz. He's sitting there thinking, I ain't got time for this. I can go Saudi and get 4 times my wages. I'm going to live lavish like a king. Still probably getting the Brazil squad. So it's the reality of the situation. You've got to handle him properly. You've got to show loyalty to the right players, the players that have put you in this situation. Listen, if you go out there and you get a massive upgrade, it is what it is. But it's going to be difficult. He's only 25. Left-sided centre-back, Brazilian international. I think you're insane selling him. Unless you get ridiculous money and you've got a fantastic replacement lined up. There's no way I'd be selling him. So, it is what it is. But it's a big risk. Gabriel on the bench for the second game in a row, people. Jerome, big up for the super chat. He said, big up the C-Unit community. You can't leave players off the team and have them training versus cutouts and cones and expect to sell at decent prices. I hear you on that. I do hear you on that. Canadian Gooner, shoehorning Havertz for Gabriel is sackable. Listen, Havertz got to prove himself. It was bad enough signing Havertz, but for sacrificing Gabriel, he's got to perform now. It's as simple as that. LV said, intelligence is a burden. Sometimes overthink things. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes clever people, they do overthink, because they're so clever. It's like they've got too many thoughts. You don't need to correct that defence. It was working. Jack said, why force Havertz in the squad and not Trossard? You've heard the song, Jack. Money talks. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you more. Classic Dizzy Rascal back in the day, people. If I'm the owner of Arsenal Football Club, Kai Havertz, 65 million, 220 grand a week, I'm watching very closely. Hang on a minute. You called me that day and said you needed 65 million. Why is this brother on the bench? You can't justify that. You can justify Trossard. 90 grand a week, 25 million, squad player. Easy to leave him out. You know how it goes, people. You know how it goes. You work in an office. Who makes the coffees? It's the apprentice, the one who's just come through the door. It ain't the manager making the coffees. And that's how it is, people. Havertz has to start because the owner's going to put pressure on him. Gunnar Paul, big up. You've been a member for a month. Big C, basically the same team which struggled to beat Forest. Havertz ain't moving the needle for me. I feel Arteta's ego won't allow him to change it up. Get me Trossard to start. Will he get the chance? Big up David. He said Saudis are turning into the Grinch that stole football. They're not here to mess around, man. They are not playing games. I said it before, they will be in the Champions League within 2 years. Trust me, they'll pay you way for what's necessary. Glenn said, Big C, long time. It's good we finally got our swagger back and got players twerking for us. Mudryk, Tony and Caicedo. Go and sign Ivan Toney, man. Go and get him. He was bigging up Arsenal today. If you saw my earlier video, check that out. He said, let's be real, if Gabs don't want to be here, F off. But if I cut your hours at work, right, and you're doing 5 days a week and your mortgage and your car and your kids and your wife and your savings, I say, listen, man, I'm going to cut you down to 2 days a week. What are you going to do? You're going to look for a new job. We can say if Gabby don't want to be here, there was no inkling that Gabby didn't want to be here. He's been dropped. He's been dropped. So naturally, as a footballer, you're trying to force your way into the Brazil squad. He's going to say, why would I want to stay here? My hours have been cut. I've got less shifts. There's no... What's he going to do? He ain't going to play under 23. So I wouldn't blame Gabriel if he left. I wouldn't blame him. Who can blame him? Jonathan said Arsenal were terrific on the road last year. This is just a short trip to South London. I think it will be 2-1 Arsenal. Listen, let's talk about the game. Listen, my apology. I have to speak it because I'm disappointed that we've changed something that worked so well last season. Our back four was solid last season. And I don't see why he's moved things around that didn't need moving. You know, that would be my thing. But listen, let's concentrate and let's win the game today. Let's look at it from a more positive point of view, right? Forget me having a whinge. I thought he was going to revert back to 4-2-3-1 and keep us more solid. We dominated the first 45 minutes against Forest. We were 2-0 up. We could have been 3 or 4-0 up. That's the positive side of it that I need to look at. I don't agree with the team. I think you're shoehorning players into the team. Somebody just said they don't apologise, and I won't. I won't apologise for how I feel. I don't want to come across as, you know, it's all doom and gloom. It's not. I still think we can win this game tonight. I still think we got a better team than Crystal Palace. What I'm noticing is the margins are so fine at the moment. I think the Premier League is going to be very exciting this season and a lot more difficult. And I think, you know, we can't afford to lose tonight. We can't. I don't even think we can afford to draw. I don't want to say it's a must-win game, but it's a must-win game. If you're trying to win the league, I said with Man City, the problem with Manchester City, they win the games they're supposed to win. If they turn up and you go, I think City will win this, 9 times out of 10, they win it. They might drop points occasionally at Old Trafford, at Anfield. They might have a freak result at home every now and then. But they win the majority of their games. If we want to win the league and challenge for the league, you got to go to Palace and roll them over. Elise, injured. One of their best players. Wilfred Zaha left the club. Eze is the only real top player in their attack. We need to dominate the ball and win the game tonight and make sure that we're in a positive position. But this formation, I just hope it doesn't cost us. It's simple as that. Sniper said, this stinks of nothing to do with Kai. Gabriel wants out and is negotiating the deal. Arteta doesn't want to injure him to scupper the deal. Maybe. Listen, I could be completely wrong. Let me hold my hands up. I could be completely wrong. This could be Gabriel getting an unbelievable offer, going to Arteta and saying, I want out. It could be. He could have been offered 500, 600, 700 grand a week, gone to Arteta and said, I don't want to be here. I want to go. And Arteta said before, similar to Pep, when players want to leave, I sell them. I don't keep players that don't want to be here. So I could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong. This could be Gabriel pushing for the move. What I was told today, and it ain't gospel, I was told that he is keeping the door open because he's not starting. That's what I was told. It's not factual. It's whispers. I was told that he's angry that he's not playing, and he feels he hasn't been shown the same sort of loyalty that he's shown the club. Makes no sense. 3 at the back. Three at the back's old school, man. Conte and them, man, play three at the back and counter-attack. But is what it is. Anyway, let's look ahead. A couple other stories. We've still got 15 minutes till kickoff. 3,400 of you in the chat. Big up the whole C-Unit community. Big up everyone locked in on Twitch as well, Twitch gang. Big up Milan Vacon with the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Feel free to put a comment in as well. With that, really appreciate that. Big up Scott. Big up to you. Win the game. I buy the merch. Hey, I haven't bought the green shirt. Interesting, they're not playing in it. Maybe there's a kit clash too dark. They're playing in the yellow kit tonight. Let's talk anyway. I thought this was very interesting. Not that this means much, but this man, Nico Ross-Clark Pepe, back at the Arsenal training ground today for the first time the whole of pre-season or since the season has started. Trained at the ground today. Is it one last dance? I don't know. I suppose they have a duty of care. Arteta said he wasn't fit. He probably is fit now, so maybe they've welcomed him back to the training ground. But I'm just looking at it saying, listen, and I'm saying this, not everybody wants to hear it. If Arsenal are not going to buy a right winger, all right, if you're not signing Kudus or you're not buying someone else, I would keep Pepe for 1 year. I would keep him. I'm going to be totally honest. He's got a year left on his contract. Nobody wants to buy him for a price because of the wages, right? So you're not getting a penny for him. And I do not mind having Pepe for 20 minutes at the end of a game to come on for Saka. Or use him in the Carabao Cup. Use him in the FA Cup. Bring him on in the Champions League. He's got a goal in him. I don't care what anyone says. He's got better numbers than Sancho. He's got better numbers than Anthony at Man United. Right? Is he the finished article? No. Would I give him a new contract? Probably not. No, I wouldn't. But as a backup for a year, as I said, if you're not signing somebody, I would keep him. You're not even going to get money for him, so why not keep him? He can finish off the bench. But I don't think he will. I think he's gone. I think they've brought him back just to keep him fit until they move him. I would have no problem. 20 minutes to go in a tight game. You're bringing on Pepe, maybe Trossard, or somebody like that. I don't think he's the answer, but it doesn't look like Arsenal want to sign a right winger at the moment. So there's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of things that need sorting in the next 10 days. Amar said he is a proper backup because he has impact most times. Highly wanted criminal. Big up member for 6 months. Either a 1-0 early goal or a 2-1 late screamer. Hope it's a bit more comfortable than that. DV said I'd keep him. Nelson said, remember the couple of times we played him on the left and he balled? Yeah, he did as Wolves away, I remember. Jason said, what channel is the game on? Sky Sports Premier League, bro. Altia said, keep it. Hey, we always keep it 100, man. Ash said, Curtis, can me and my son Cruz have a shout out as he starts his first year with Brighton Academy? Big up. Same name as my son Cruz, eh? Big up Brighton Academy. I was down there about 2 months ago. Cruz played against them. So big up, man. Good luck. Great training ground as well. Belair said Peacock in the US for anybody wanting to watch the game. Winston says, Big C, I agree with you. Save that money, buy a left back or a centre back. If they don't want to buy a full back, if they don't want to buy a winger, keep him, buy a defender, keep it moving like that. But anyway, let's move on. 10 minutes to kick off, people. Yeah. We had a little constructive conversation, so should we say, before the game. I honestly am very, very surprised that we've gone with this system again. I thought that second half gave enough warning signs to the manager that you might get away with that against Forest at home. Palace away is a different kettle of fish, but he's gone with it. All I can do now is focus on what happened in that first half against Forest. We were fantastic in the first half and we were 2-0 up. We could have been more. We need to produce that tonight against Palace. Palace, under the lights, Monday night, they're going to come flying out the traps. Make no mistake about it. Edouard, Doucouré, Eze, Ayew. I mean, they're going to go for us. Lerma, Doucouré in midfield. 2 physical centre mids. Mitchell will get forward. Eze, like I said, he was released by Arsenal as a kid. He's an Arsenal fan. He's going to have a point to prove. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Ali said, not saying I agree with this lineup, but can't say we need better squad players than not like when good players are left out. Kai could be separate from Gabriel. I've got, you know what? I've got no problem with squad players playing. I don't want square pegs in round holes, is what I'm saying. Thomas Partey didn't look comfortable and didn't look great playing as an inverted right back. That's my problem. That's my only problem. Playing Kai Havertz is not the thing that I'm frustrated about. I know how football works. You all know how it works. You spend 65 million on a player at Arsenal, you've got to justify that. You've got to play him. You've got to make it work. The owners are watching. Why have you spent so much money on him? Prove it. What my problem is don't sacrifice the shape of our defence to fit one player in. It's not like, and I could be totally wrong and speaking out of turn here, it's not like you've brought in a game changer. This ain't prime Alexis Sanchez, prime Fabregas, prime Ozil, prime Aubameyang, Van Persie, who will win you a game of football. You're doing it for a guy that we're like, should he even be in the team? I don't know. But listen, shut me up and prove me wrong. More than happy to eat humble pie. I hope Havertz scores a hat-trick. LSU, speaking my truth, absolutely sickening backline, complete own goal, self-inflicted wound. Sean said, can't lie, your backline don't look great. Imagine playing against Arsenal. We're trying to win the title, right? That's the target as far as I'm concerned. Imagine playing against Arsenal and you go, right, they've got Thomas Partey at right back, right? Tomiyasu at left back. And Ben White and Saliba at centre back. Ben White just had an outstanding season at right back. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play him at centre back. Saliba just had a great season next to Gabriel. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play him next to Ben White. Tomiyasu spent most of last season injured and he's a right back. Tell you what, I'll play him left back and sell Tierney. And Thomas Partey is our DM last season. I tell you what, I'll play him at right back. Make it make sense. If it makes sense, people, Arsenal won't do it. I know. I'm whinging like an old lady here, but it's just there's no need for it. But let's just win the game. Let's focus on the game. 8 minutes until kickoff. Let's collect the 3 points, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. We're on at 2 p.m. It better not be Arsenal therapy. That's all I'm saying. It better not be Arsenal therapy. We better be talking about a victory, and we better make sure we handle business. This is Palace away. They may not have Zaha and Elise, but they will not be easy. We need to be careful. I said, you can't be arrogant. You've got to understand the opposition. This is the Premier League. You can lose to anyone. It is what it is. We were the Invertibles. We're the Invertibles. The Invincibles, the Invertibles. 3 point collecting is the only agenda. You're spot on. You are spot on. I'm going to calm down. I'm relaxed now. Woosa, woosa. Let's make sure we win the game. What's your score prediction? I said 2-0. I'm going 2-1. I think we'll concede. Literally is make or break for Arteta. Man has already started the... I know, I'll probably have a little bit. Probably if you tuned in, you're thinking, is this Arsenal therapy already? Give Pepe another chance, said L. Big up for the super chat. Highly wanted criminal. How much is Gabriel on per week? 150k. Madrid and Saudi clubs can easily quadruple that. I understand why he wants out. As I said, man, I'm blaming the manager, but it could be him. He could have been pushing for the move. Cash said, Big C, if Havertz ends up scoring 15 goals this season from the 8 role, but Gabriel leaves, would you be okay with that? Listen, 15 goals, but I don't want Partey as an inverted right back. I would like, if we play 4 at the back and it works and Havertz scores 15, I'll take that. I'm an attack merchant anyway, so yeah. Eros said, Curtis, what would Dyche think of this? Like, I tell you what, Eros, mate, you can forget English tax. This is Arteta tax. This is Kai Havertz tax. If it was me, I'd have Kai Havertz round the throat. I'd say, you better do something now before I get that receipt and get my money back. You can go back to Chelsea with the rest of them bums and score 4 goals a season. This is Arsenal. We eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete. Get Gabriel back in that team. Kai Havertz, oh, you better score today, my friend. Right, that's enough of that. Anyway, the players are coming on the pitch, people. Let me calm down. I'm trying to stay calm. What is going on? Right, relax, relax. Best Sean Dyche so far. I mean, at least the Sean Dyches are impressive at the moment. I can guarantee you a half-decent Sean Dyche impression, but I can't guarantee you a right-back playing at right-back. It's an inverted stream, people. It is an inverted stream. Inverted right-backs, left-backs. It's all over the place. Just make sure we win the game. I'm just not in... I'm just not here for us dropping points. I've laughed at Man United fans for the last 48 hours, as I'm sure you all have. Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes in a double pivot in front of Casemiro, making Casemiro look like an old man. You know, Rashford up front, not interested. It's funny. It's worth laughing at. I've laughed at Chelsea fans for the last 24 hours. They spent $1 billion and lost to West Ham. You know, Mikel Antonio with a yard food, you know, yam and dumpling and banana, too strong for them, man. You know, James Ward-Prowse, set-piece Donny, whipping in corners. I've laughed at Chelsea. Now it's our turn. All eyes of the world on us. Monday Night Football. Handle business, win the game, and keep it moving. We talk at 2 p.m. tomorrow, and it's good. Turn your phone upside down. It's an inverted watch. And maybe I should. Maybe I should do my watch along sideways. Call it inverted, you know. I'm actually at right back. You think you're looking at me in the middle of midfield, but I'm actually at right back. Anyway, yeah, 10-man West Ham. I was singing Forever Blowing Bubbles yesterday. It's a good job I didn't do a watch along for that. I was shameless. I thought I was in Football Factory or Green Street. I was like, oh, I'm forever blowing bubbles. East London accent and everything. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high. They reach the sky. Come on, you am. I was doing all that, people. I was shameless yesterday. It was wild. It's an invert along, people. Big up Shaveen. It's an invert along. We are about to kick off in 3 minutes. Mikel Arteta creating his own problems, to be honest. I didn't see this coming. Big up Jerome. Gunnar Paul 657. I'm a mental health support worker and I find this Arsenal lineup more stressing than the daily job I have. I heard Zuma is going to kick Win the dog. Oh my days, it's crazy. Keep Zuma away from the dog. Big up Gunnar Paul, man. Listen, I always say, and I say it all the time, Arsenal, to be an Arsenal fan, you need a sense of humour. That's why I always drop, you know, grenades on Twitter, or X as it's called now. You have to have a sense of humour to be an Arsenal fan. Because we've been through a whole lot, and I'm sure we'll continue to go through it as well. Jose, let's not get an inverted result. Cheers, Big C. Big up yourself. Listen, forget all my whinging. Forget the inverted. Forget all of it. We've got 2 minutes till kick-off. Perform. Win the game. Let's celebrate. Let's go back to level top of the Premier League. Even though it's early days, we got to keep winning. We got to keep winning games of football. This is going to be very interesting. Roy Hodgson was trying to beat people up in his last game. He's about 75 years old. Go on, give it to you. Well, yeah, you're right. That's how they move, innit, over there. Give me your predictions, people. I'm going for 2-1 to the Gunners. They're playing in the bright yellow kit. Maybe they'll confuse them. South London's finest, that away kit burns my eyes. Gunnar Lee Havertz has to play well tonight. GJB, the setup is worrying, not liking what Arteta is doing. Munzir Curtis, anyone would leave if they quadrupled their wage. The game is the game. I'm not mad with it. Natalia said same to 1. Keir said Roy's about that life. Years of experience, man. I'm sure Roy's had a few scraps in his time. Roy Hodgson. 3-1 to us, says Just a Daisy. The Thinker says 2-1. Jay's going for 2-all. Marching Bolivian 2-0 Arsenal. Alexander says 2-all. Dr. Barron says 3-1. Mays says 4-2 to Palace. Now, they're doing a minute's applause. My apologies. Don't want anyone to think I'm being disrespectful. I've got the volume turned down, and I didn't hear why, what the reason is that they're doing that. So, if anyone wants to let me know in the comments. Oh, Trevor Francis and John Burleson. Trevor Francis, a legend, man. Played for Forest as well. Goatanelli's going 1-0 to the Gunners. Imagine if Roy crosses right. What did he say? That's flown off. The comments are absolutely flying in tonight, by the way. Imagine if Roy crosses Arteta and knocks him out. The thing is, you can't even retaliate to Roy. He's too old. You do know Rice can drop into centre-back. It's not that risky to the way we used to play. Arteta's creating that unpredictability. You're damn right it's unpredictable. Looks like Roy doesn't know where he is. Listen, Roy needs a Bovril and an early night. Right, people, here we go. Second game of the Premier League season. It's been an active weekend. I've bantered everyone. It's time for Arsenal to handle business. 2-1 prediction. I'm going forward to Arsenal. Shooting from right to left in the bright yellow kit. And we are underway, people. Let's go 3-point collecting. Come on! Long ball upfield. It's bounces in the area already. Good start. Can we score early? Tomiyasu, who already looks very... Oh, he's given the ball. He's put the ball out for a throw-in. That's not a good start to the game. The comments are flying in, but the likes are not. Listen, people, 3,000 people in the chat. We should be hitting 3,000 likes tonight. That is for sure. Should be light work. Tomiyasu does well there. Wins the ball. Kai Havertz gets his first touch. Let's make sure we get the free. Roy looks like a Thunderbirds puppet. That is a banger. 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are goal. Roy's a legend, man. Brooke said, big fan of your channel, although you're an Arsenal fan. Good luck with your career. Big up yourself. Eros said, the chat is wild. The chat is wilding tonight, people. We should be on 1,000 likes already. Easily. 3,000 of you in it. Aaron Ramsdale on the ball on the edge of his box. Come on, you Gunners. Let's win this game. Let's take our chances. Yeah, that kit. I've really tried to convince myself with that kit, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to be honest. I don't see me buying that kit unless we're in like the Champions League final or something and I'm ridiculously hyped. Here's Kai Havertz. Good touch. Edge of the area. Goes into the area. Havertz. Good chance. Gabriel Martinelli in the area. Should have shot early. Should have shot early. Here's a chance. Heavy touch. Saka. The ball's bouncing everywhere. How have we not got a shot off? Martinelli should have done better there. Why did he not hit that earlier? Havertz played a nice pass into Martinelli. Hit the ball quickly. Tries to cut inside. And the shot gets blocked. It bounces around like a pinball machine. I think it actually fell to Havertz. Gabriel Martinelli there. How on earth are you not shooting quicker? Less than 2 minutes into the game. You're unmarked at the back post. And he has a touch. Tries to cut inside. And the shot's blocked. He should have just pulled the trigger. Havertz did well there. Got between the lines. Rolled it into Martinelli. Why does he not shoot earlier? So frustrating. That was good play by Havertz. Martinelli, you don't need to have that many touches there, but he was in a lot of space, which is encouraging. Could have been an early chance there. It's an inverted kit. I agree. Jeremy Doku to City, done deal. City are moving mad. I don't really know how good Doku is. One thing I know is absolute lightning quick. He doesn't seem like a typical Pep Guardiola player, but a lot of people have been saying that, you know, Guardiola needs some pace out wide. You know, Bernardo, Grealish, these guys are not very quick, so it's interesting. GJB said, Son loves the kit, Big C. It's made for the young and up-and-coming fan base. Yeah, Cruz got the kit. I have to admit, it, you know, the youngers, man, it's definitely better for them, I think. I don't think it works for me. Here come Arsenal, right-hand side. Saka in the penalty area. We've got bodies in there. Whips it in. It's headed away. Goes out for a corner. We've made a positive start to the game. We're getting down the sides of Palace. Even look here. Martinelli's in acres of space at the back post. It's not a great ball from Saka, to be honest. Headed away for a corner. They're not showing you the replay yet of that first chance. Last season, Arsenal got the joint most goals from corners. 13, level with Tottenham, a.k.a. Nando's. Good start. Can we score from this corner? Declan Rice is being wrestled here. Sam's chicken, they're saying. Don't call him Nando's. Ball whipped in, headed away at the near post. Comes back out to Saka. Keeps it alive. Odegaard. Starts again. Can we get it back in the box? Saka. Great touch. It's a poor pass given away. Palace, they could have been in on the break if that ball was a bit more accurate. And we win the ball back. Nino said, just bought the third shirt. Really nice. I haven't actually seen it in person yet, you know. I've only seen it online. I don't think I'll be buying it, but you never know. Saka up against Mitchell will be a good battle. I actually think Mitchell's a good left back. But we have started the game well. The only disappointment would be we haven't tested the goalkeeper. I think when the ball goes out, they'll probably show a replay of that Martinelli chance. Although the ball has just gone out, will they show a replay? Probably not. Commentator's curse. Assassin said, Curtis, I'm a controversial person, but your channel is open for every opinion. Arteta is what Rodgers was for Liverpool. Crumbles in the last hurdle. We should get Roberto Mancini. He just left the Italian job, Annie. Big up Assassin. Listen, I always say, people, this channel is for all opinions. Football is a game of opinions. It's as simple as that. David Reyes on the bench. Anyone got any links to the game? SFT's asking. Any links, share them in the chat. Ball goes out for a throw-in to Palace. Who would you like to face off in the Champions League group stages? Do you know what? I'm not even hiding. I hope we get a big team in that pot one. We've waited 7 years for the Champions League. Why play Porto? Give me Barcelona. Give me someone like that. If Mbappe goes Madrid, nah, let's not do that one, though. I don't want that one. But yeah, I want us to have mega ties, man. I want us to have... We're going to get one big team in the group anyway, so let's do it properly. Let's play someone good. If we're going to do well in the Champions League, we're going to have to get past somebody who's good anyway. So I've waited years for a Champions League. So let's have some big Tuesday, Wednesday nights against Bayerns and Madrids and Barças. It is what it is. I want you to get Bayern away. Harry Kane back against us would be interesting. Big up Daniel Lake. Easy, sir. Gunners fan here. A few of you putting streams in there if people are looking for streams. It's not right back Partey again, is it? It is. It is. It is a long ball over the top looking for Eddie Nketiah. Oh, it bounces around. He's offside. No, in fact, he's given a free kick. I think Eddie, little push there. 82 consecutive Premier League matches for Saka. Unbelievable. Over 2 seasons without missing a game. Right, I think they're going to show us the replay at last of Martinelli. They're zooming in on Havertz. Come on, surely. They're not showing it. Well, you know what I mean? What are we paying for this TV for? You're not even showing us replays of the biggest chance of the game. It's insane. El Marlo, what's up, Big C? Been a long time. If we don't win, it's on Arteta's arrogance and stubbornness. Havertz doesn't deserve a start. Partey should be in midfield, not a right back. Sam Johnston pings it out wide there. Palace keep the ball. We have started the game well. We just haven't tested the goalkeeper yet. That'll be a free kick to Palace. The ref plays on. Palace first half decent attack for them. Jordan Ayew down this right-hand side up against Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu doesn't look comfortable. The shot's blocked. Goes out for a throw-in. I told you people before the game, I said, you know, I don't rate Jordan Ayew, but I'm not going to criticize the guy because for some reason he'll get a goal against us or do. Tomiyasu there gets stepped too easy. It's a good block. Good block by Saliba. Edouard was lurking there. That's their first attack. Can only hear Arsenal chants on the commentary. Says Rowan. Jordan Ayew's annual performance will come. It seems to. It seems to. Here's Tomiyasu. Clears it up the line with his left foot. Straight to Palace. Too easy. Mark Guy, he goes past 3 people there. Here's a chance. Schlupp finds Mitchell. Don't foul him. Well done, Thomas Partey at right back there. Up against Jeff Schlupp, who tackles him. Goes out for a throw-in to Arsenal. Yeah, Tomiyasu, man, he's not a natural left-back, is he? He's not left-footed. They're going to get at him. If you was playing against Arsenal tonight, or if you was Roy Hodgson, you're going to encourage your Palace attackers to get at this team. Partey at right back. If I was a left winger, I would enjoy seeing Thomas Partey at right back. I would think I can cause him problems. Tomiyasu at left back, I would feel I could cause him problems. So they're going to try and hit us on the break. That is for sure. Big up Pat, who said, big up, big C in the community. I'm here, clocked out of work. Come on, you Gunners. Big up to you, bro. Red Eye Goonot. Balogun needs 30 to 40 senior starts to develop his potential. We just can't afford to take that chance right now if we want to challenge for things. If he stays, he won't grow. The only thing I would say back to you, even though ideally you want any young player to have had 30 or 40 starts, Eddie Nketiah never had 30 or 40 starts. Yet he starts up front for Arsenal tonight. In fact, Balogun had 30 plus starts on loan last year. Eddie had not even had that. So Balogun has actually got more first team experience than Eddie Nketiah. You know, Saka didn't have 30 or 40 starts. So I know he could be classed as an exception to the rules because he's an exceptional player. Smith Rowe, you know, well, Smith Rowe had a year on loan in the Championship. Here's Saka in the penalty area. Comes to Eddie. It's a bit too high. The ball wasn't the best. Rice is basically the only midfielder when we're in transition, said no more champagne. Here come Arsenal, Martin Odegaard, right-hand side. We've started the game well. I just want to see us test the goalkeeper, have a shot. Sometimes with Arsenal, very frustrating that we don't shoot from outside the penalty area enough. Saka whips it in, overhits it, and the goalkeeper collects it. Martinelli once again in acres of space at the back post. Getting dragged in the Crystal Palace right back. And Saka there, I think he tried to cross it to Havertz. Might have been better having a shot. He's ruined my day with that lineup. Ian says, narrow pitch works to our advantage defensively. We're looking for the perfect shot. Sometimes 25 yards out, half a yard, just hit it. Anything can happen. Deflection, it might just fly in the top corner. You at least put the goalkeeper on the back foot. That, listen, I might shoot at any given moment. But we're always looking for the perfect opportunity to shoot. We need loads of time, loads of space before we shoot. It's a bit annoying. Jordan Ayew there. No, Decore, sorry. This Decore, Czech Decore, has been linked with a move to Liverpool. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. Al said Odegaard hasn't scored in any pre-season games. And again, remember his goal at Newcastle at the end of the season? He can shoot. He can shoot. So he needs to shoot more. Palace on the ball, Sam Johnston. Even if he misses, it still puts pressure on. Exactly. Trini Guna said, speaking about shooting long distance, did you see Ramsey's goal? I didn't see it. Did he score a belter? I'll go and have a look. Look at Saka's goal last week, or Trossard in the Community Shield. Trossard scores in the last minute. Didn't even hit the ball that well. Deflected, went in. Don't shoot, you don't score, people. Arsenal have started better. 77% possession, 23 to Palace. But no shot on goal as yet. Roy Hodgson chewing on his nails. Maybe he's a bit peckish. Woy. Arteta's out. Barking out instructions. Red Eye said, I agree, but Eddie is 23. If Balogun stays, he'll be at the same place Eddie is now when he's 23. That's what I'm saying. Balogun needs minutes. But the thing is, if we don't sign a striker, why can't he get minutes? I think he's proved himself last year that he deserves a chance. I'm not saying he's the finished article, but I think, you know, if we don't sell him for big money, give him a chance. Here come Palace. Jefferson Lerma, former Bournemouth player, plays it down the line. Partey does well in his right back role there. Not really ideally where you want him to play. He's under pressure now. We're being pressed. Eddie comes deep. And can we get away? No, it's poor. Right, we could be away now. Saka could be free against free here. Martinelli again at the back post. Can Eddie see him? Lift your head, bro. No. Good ball into Saka. Deflected cross goes out for a corner. I cannot state it enough. It even deserves a tweet. Martinelli is free at the back post every time. We are not finding him. You've got to get the ball to him. He's unmarked. He's literally unmarked. The right back's being dragged into the centre-back position and they're leaving Martinelli in loads of space. Corner to Arsenal. Come on, can we get an early goal? Relieve the pressure. Remember, we beat them last season away from home. First game of the season. Saka to take the corner. Lots of Arsenal players in there. It's deep to the back post. It's too high. The goalkeeper collects it. Not a good enough cross that. I've been saying for the last couple games about Saka's corners are not great. He either seems to hit the defender at the near post. if he goes over him, he just seems to put too much height on it and the keeper collects it. Martinelli was waving his hands around there. And we got to get the ball to him quicker. That's where you need that, you know, awareness. Lift your head up, have a look, pick him out. He's unmarked there. Yeah, Eddie was running with his head down there. Here is Odegaard. He'll have a point to prove as well. I remember when he was at Celtic, he was being linked with Arsenal as well. Hasn't really lived up to expectation at Palace, but again, I won't criticise him much. Here's Jordan Ayew up against Tomiyasu. Skips him again. Too easy. Ramsdale palms it out. Odegaard manages to clear it. And again, Jordan Ayew twice runs at Tomiyasu and gets past him both times. Gets past him twice. Twice! Tomiyasu, not a left back. Not a left back. Play players in their correct. He's dropped 2 step-overs on him there. It's a fantastic ball in. Well done for Ramsdale there. Got to block the cross there, Tomiyasu, but he's playing out of position. Mateo said, hey, Curtis, love your content most of the time, but you're talking us into a defeat. No, I'm not, my friend. I'm a reflection of what I'm seeing on the pitch. We're keeping the ball, but we need to create a chance, test the keeper. Havertz playing all right. Want to get him on the ball more. You know, touches the ball, then we don't see him for a bit. Odegaard into the penalty area, up against Ben White. Edward puts Ben White on the floor. They're appealing for a penalty. Ramsdale collects it. Ben White holding his hamstring. This is not good. Here's Eze. Eze shoots. Saved by Ramsdale. Starting to create problems. Nobody can tell me this isn't because of the system. Look at Ben White. Hands on his knees. Has he tweaked the hamstring? What happened? Edward drops a shoulder on him. Puts him on the floor. All right, maybe not. I don't think it... Maybe it wasn't his hamstring. I think the ball just hit him. But this is what happens when your team isn't fully comfortable. Because what happens? Partey gets dragged out to right back. And you're basically ending up with Declan Rice in midfield by himself. With 2 attacking midfielders in front of him. The balance is a little bit off. Palace starting to grow into the game now. Come on, here's Ben White. Loses possession. And Palace get the ball back. We haven't tested the goalkeeper once yet. Which is crazy. We've had the ball way more than Palace. Test the keeper. Start shooting from distance if you have to. Good header there by Saliba on the halfway line. Finds Tomiyasu and it goes out for a throw-in to the Gunners, people. Arteta is so desperate to start Havertz. He's changed the system. System is broken. Trying too many tweaks at once, says GJB. Backline looks shaky, said Alami. Comrade said, just tuned in, see Partey at right back again. Why is Arteta being stubborn? Trying to stick Havertz in at any price. It's going to cost him. South London's finest. We are not helping Rice as a new signing. Totally agree. Rice played in a double pivot at West Ham with Souček. Much easier. You're effectively almost at times playing as a DM by yourself when Partey's at right back. Doesn't help. But let's see. Arsenal on the ball with Martin Odegaard. And he does pick out Tomiyasu on this left-hand side. Martinelli, 1v1 against Joel Ward. Get at him. Jordan Ayew comes across. Martinelli does well. Needs a pass. Finds Tomiyasu. We need to test the goalkeeper. Not one shot on goal yet. Tomiyasu does really well there. Oh, it's a tough challenge. He earns a corner. Joel Ward smashed into him there. Tomiyasu does well to win a corner. Can we create a chance on goal? Tomiyasu does well there. Skips Jordan Ayew. Push him back. Make him defend. Play Partey in the middle where he belongs. The Cowboy Weirds fans can all see how to set up this team. It's not rocket science, is it? It really isn't. It's not rocket science. Corner to Arsenal. Martinelli to take it. In swinger. Can we land it on someone's head? The last corner from Saka was too high. Goalkeeper collected it. Martinelli in swinger from the other side. Whips it in a bit. Oh, no, it's not. It's headed away at the near post. Again, goes out for another corner. Again, we don't beat the first defender. You've got to get it over the first defender, but whip it in with power. You can see the players are just learning this system. It ain't fluid, said Sacking. If he wanted to play this system, surely he should have played it in pre-season. Give him an opportunity to get used to it. That's my issue. Corner whipped in, headed away again. Goes out to Martinelli on the return. He's going to whip it back into the area. Puts it in. It's a high one. It's an unmarked header. Rice wins the header. Goes through to Sam Johnston. And we don't make nothing of it, people. Pat said, use a double pivot, Rice and Partey. It's like having another gear and not using it. You know what I mean? The engine's roaring. You need to go into 6th gear and you keep it in 5th. And the car's making loads of noise. It makes no sense. Here come Palace again. Jordan Ayew, who unbelievably has been their danger man so far. Despite the fact I'm always like, I don't rate this guy, but always seems to look dangerous against Arsenal. Matteo said, Curtis, you know he's testing positions. Apologise later. He's testing positions. Do you do that at the start of a Premier League season when you're trying to win the league? Do you know what I mean? City look very settled. Should have done this in pre-season if you wanted to do this. But we'll see. We'll see. Ball whipped into the back post by Joel Ward, over hits it. Saka gets there before Mitchell, and we clear. We're keeping possession, but not necessarily looking as potent because, you know, even there, Saka's cleared the ball. There's nobody up there apart from Eddie now, you know. It's sometimes we get dragged back a little bit. Here's Eze. Drifts, shoots on his left foot, good block. Comes back out again, another shot. It's dragged wide. I mean, listen, you can say what you want. Palace have had 3 or 4 shots on goal. Eze had a shot there, shot was blocked. Look, 25 yards out, no problem. Comes back out, no problem. Pull the trigger. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a tight game, Monday Night Football. Their goalkeeper has not had a save to make. He's not had nothing to think about. Test the goalkeeper out from 25 yards. We're still trying to play 1-2s from 25 yards out. Big up Freddie with the super sticker. Appreciate that. Patrick, honestly, there's no panic. There's no panic because we won the first game and it's currently 0-0 in this game. We're questioning why change the whole system. A system that nearly won us the league. A system that worked last season. What we were saying was keep the same system. Just improve the level of player in certain areas. Tomiyasu finds Kai Havertz, left-hand side. Martinelli's on the overlap. We need to get him on the ball. Tomiyasu hit that, see? Same position. Could have hit that. 25 yards out. Didn't want to shoot. Pull the trigger. Here's Declan Rice. Just over the halfway line. Does well. Ankles are clipped there. Free kick to Arsenal. Come on. At least have a shot on goal. Make this goalkeeper have to think about something. Odegaard plays a little 1-2 with Rice. Ball out wide to Partey, the right back. Who would have thought, eh? I actually remember him playing right back for Atletico Madrid against Arsenal in the Europa League semi-final in the away leg when they had injuries as well. So maybe he remembers them days, Arteta. Here's Martinelli on the left-hand side. I've noticed that Joel Ward is following Martinelli all over the place. He's probably been given instructions to stick to him no matter where he goes. Joel Ward is tracking him. Here's Tomiyasu. Look, as soon as Martinelli gets the ball, Joel Ward engages him straight away. Clearly an instruction not to give Martinelli any time on the ball. We're keeping possession well. We're dominating possession. Here's Odegaard, 35 yards out. Good ball out wide to Martinelli. Ward is not as tight to him this time. Havertz on the overlap. Is anybody going to shoot? Havertz, touch, deliver, cross it in. No one wants to shoot. Nobody even wants to cross it. Forced all the way backwards again. Tomiyasu, Declan Rice finds Martinelli. Cross it or shoot. Odegaard's there. Hit it. Shoot. Nobody wants to shoot, man. No one wants to shoot. We're looking for the perfect goal. If we score from this, I hold my hands up. We've probably played 45 passes. Why will we not pull it? Look at the football. It's unbelievable. Can we get a shot? Tomiyasu whips it in and we lose it. And then by the end of it, you're going 40 passes. Looks great. 2 opportunities to shoot. Odegaard, Tomiyasu, nobody wants to pull the trigger. Pull the trigger, shoot. Test the goalkeeper. We don't need to play perfect football all the time. Ward up against Martinelli again. Jordan Ayew's on the overlap. Tomiyasu's there. He plays it too late. Tomiyasu loses the ball. That was poor from Martinelli should have played the pass quicker. Here's Jordan Ayew. And Palace have the ball back. All those passes, no one has a shot. Nobody shoots. We do not shoot from distance. I don't know what the problem is. We're looking for the perfect goal all the time. They aren't shooting because of Arteta. I mean, I hope not. You would hope they encourages them to shoot. Here come Palace, 2v1. Joel Ward and Jordan Ayew. Tomiyasu whips it in by Ayew and Ramsdale collects it. Can we now hit them on the break? Josh says Curtis Xhaka is better than Havertz. You know what? I don't think he has more ability than him. I think the question is, can Havertz produce more in that number 8 role than what Xhaka produced last year? Xhaka, 7 goals, 7 assists. I want to see Havertz shooting and getting in the area. Xhaka had a pretty good link-up with Martinelli last year over on that left-hand side. I mean, you look at that, 68 possession, not one shot on target, you know? Here's Saka, right-hand side, up against Mitchell. 2v1, he whips into the back post, headed away by Anderson, comes out to Rice. Martinelli's in space again. You need to get the ball to him early. Get Ivan Toney in, man. Get him in. We want him in January. He's bigging us up in his interviews today. Get him in. Bring Toney to the carpet. Here's Eddie Nketiah. Good footwork. He's in the area. Goes down. Is the ref going to give a penalty? Ref says no. We'll probably get a VAR check on it. Good tackle, Declan Rice on Jordan Ayew. Don't you dare give a free kick. Martinelli gets clattered by Jordan Ayew. He's rolling around on the floor. Yellow card for Jordan Ayew. They actually thought he won the ball. I didn't see that properly. It's not Martinelli on the floor, in fact. I think it's Havertz. Be interesting to see the replay here. Rice, good tackle on Ayew. Havertz comes in. Oh, yeah, he catches him. If that's a bit higher, you can potentially start, making red card suggestions. But I think it's low enough that he's not going to get a red for that. But, yeah, Arsenal a little bit slow and predictable, Lots of passes. Eddie got in the area. I'm not sure. Does Joel Ward kick the back of his leg? He's running. He goes down too easy. He's looking for it. He's looking for it. He's got in front of him there. My argument with Eddie there would be, you're in front of the defender. There's no need for you to dive there. He may actually run into you and give you a penalty. You've actually fell over before it's even happened. So, yeah, he was looking for the penalty. Sam's been a member for 20 months. Tortoise Xhaka makes more runs than Havertz. I prefer the Arsenal team from last season, says Timms. I definitely prefer the way we was playing. The system suited us more. Free kick to Arsenal, about 40, 45 yards out. Odegaard to whip it in. Can someone get on the end of this? Odegaard whips it in. That's not a bad ball. Header. It goes wide. Doesn't hit the target. Thomas Partey with the header. PTM said, come on, Big C, give Havertz 7 years to settle in. Nah, never a red. Ball was whipped in. Free header for Partey. I mean, yeah, it wasn't a great header, that's for sure. I'm not sure the ball had enough power on it. 28 minutes gone. All of a sudden, you're sitting there going, yeah, we're dominating possession. We're passing the ball around nice. We haven't had one shot on target. We created one decent opportunity. Martinelli should have shot quicker. Apart from that, very little. In fact, Palace have had the better chances. Big up Rooney, who's been a member for 24 months. Big up Big C and the community. Big up yourself, bro. Here's a chance. Eddie Nketiah in the area. He hits the post. Eddie Nketiah hits the post on his left foot. Just as I looked up, Eddie's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, my days. What happened? Partey. Good tackle by Havertz. Odegaard finds Eddie. He's in. One-on-one. 8 yards out. Opens up his body with his left foot. It's a great turn on Anderson. Puts it on his left. He opens up. He doesn't get no curl on it. He is unlucky there. I'm not going to be too harsh on him. He's holding off the defender. He's tried to open up, finesse it into the bottom corner, hits the outside of the post. I'm going to say he's unlucky there. Listen, if it's an elite striker, I think you're probably going to see. If it's Haaland, you probably say I expect him to score that. But it's Eddie. He's unlucky. He doesn't get the curl on it. He needs to bend it. Smooth one, Jay said Cruz would finish that. I back Cruz to finish that, man. Little curler on his left foot. But you got to take them chances. That was poor from Palace. Ball over the top. Looking for Saka. Goalkeeper comes out and collects it. Bit of curling. It's a goal. Says penalty spot. Big up penalty spot, man. R1 and shoot on FIFA, man. And it's a goal. Mikel will persist with Havertz and Eddie. Watch said Kibi. Big up with a super chat. Zaha would score that, said Rahan. No comment. He's left. I don't rate him. No, really. He's a good player, but give it time. How much time? That's the question. How much time? We are playing too slow. We are playing too slow. Would you take Greenwood? No chance. No chance. Some things are bigger than football. Great. It was good pressing by Havertz. Doing all right. Need to get him on the ball more. Saka, good battle in there. That's got to be a free kick. Well done. Wins a free kick just over the halfway line. Kane scores that. Yeah, I reckon he does. The crossbar's in trouble when Nketiah's in the room, says Cody, mystified. R1 and shoot and you score there. No, listen, I think it's unlucky for Eddie. He does all right. He's under pressure. I would like to think he would score it. But it is a good turn. What's the point of training like a beast if you aren't it? Says Malaysian Gooner. Should have scored. Listen, he'll be disappointed not to score. You're a striker, you're one-on-one, even on your left foot. I'm disappointed not to slot that in the corner, if I'm being totally honest. Maybe it's Eddie tax, people. Can that spur Arsenal on? 31 minutes gone. We still officially haven't had a shot on target, by the way. Hitting the post or the bar is not considered a shot on target. It's not the actual goal. Dre said the number 14 shirt should be retired. Will Todd scores that. I agree. Nah, come on, people. These Greenwood suggestions in the comments are wild, man. No chance. Even Curtis Shaw scores that. I'm confident I slot that, Left foot, little bend. Although the way, yeah. Yeah, why not? Lee Dixon scores that. Havertz barely touching the ball. We need to get him on the ball more. But he's having a decent game. Havertz is one of them players. He's not going to come and get the ball. You've got to give him the ball. He'll get between the lines and he'll wait for it. So we've got to get the ball to him. We know what kind of player he is. Good ball out wide by Martinelli. Finds Saka. Odegaard's offside. It's basic, bro. You're standing in an offside position, man. Come on. That is stupidity from Odegaard. Francis Jeffers misses that. He probably does. Shoot more for real, man. Shoot more. Listen, amazing numbers in the chat. 3.7k. If we're not on 1,000 likes, people, I'm disappointed. Come on, community. Make sure we're hitting we're over 1,000 likes. Legends. Legends, each and every one of you. Let's hit 3k before the end of the game. Let's get 2k by half time. Eddie slander is unfair. No, not even slander. Not even slander. I think a top quality striker scores it. But it is missable. It is missable, but fine margins, man. Fine margins. Tomiyasu in that inverted role ain't working. Says HD. Yeah, Jordan Ayew looks like he's up for it against him. Addy said, are we overreacting early in the season? Big up for the super. Maybe we are. I think we're just all a little bit surprised that we've changed so much. Declan Rice has hurt his eye. Has he got a contact lens that's come out, or has he got some dirt in his eye? I don't know what's going on. Something ain't right. Big up Louis for becoming a new member. Big up yourself, bro. Member stream this week. And Nimbo said, I'm worried for Odegaard tonight. There's no sun. No solar guard tonight, people. Big up Mr. Krabby. Best watch along and community on YouTube. Legit. Big up everyone in the comments. Appreciate all of your support. Big up the Twitch gang as well. Can't forget you. Everyone locked in. Hasn't been the most exciting game, let's be honest. But I'm here for 3 points. I'll take the information. Oh, no. What is that? That's dodgy from Saliba. Jordan Ayew. He skipped him. Goes down looking for a penalty. I think Saliba made up for it. Listen, in life, if you make a mistake, do your best to, make up for it. And Saliba did. He got caught out there by Jordan Ayew. But it was a good tackle. Monty said he's got rice in his eye. It was obvious. It's a good one. It's a good one. But Saliba there, got to be careful. You're up against somebody quicker there. You're not recovering. You're lucky it's Jordan Ayew. Knuckles said, this is a pathetic performance. I don't blame the players. I blame Arteta's setup. And listen, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's pathetic, but I do agree that this setup isn't helping us. I think the balance looks different. I don't think we're getting the overloads that we've had before. Here's Martin Odegaard. Finds Declan Rice. Rolls it into Eddie Nketiah. Should score. He puts it over the bar. Now you can talk about the first one. Oh, it's the first chance of the game. Don't worry. It's, Now, I need somebody to explain that one to me. That is what you call dun, 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 dun. That is Eddie Murphy. That's Raw. That's Delirious. That's Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3. That's Coming to America. That's Trading Places. That's 48 Hours. That's all of the above. Declan Rice rolls it into Eddie. He puts it over the crossbar. Leave him in South London. Don't bring him back on the coach. Sell him to Palace. They wanted him. Sell him. Sell him. Not good enough. First one, I'll let you off that one. No, you're trying to dink the keeper, bro. You're not at that level. You don't have the facilities to do that right now, my bro. You're trying to dink the keeper. Just slot it in the corner. Do that when confidence is high and you've scored 5 in your last 5 games. Then chip the keeper. I'll take that. Don't do that when you have, you know what I mean? It's a big game away from home. We had a big chance. You're in, clear as day. You're trying to dink the keeper. You put it over the crossbar. He's not good enough. We can sit here all day long. Oh, he's one of our own. He works hard. He runs the channels. He ain't good enough. Not good enough. Simple as that. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Puts it over the bar. Not good enough. Need a striker. We don't need to, people don't like uncomfortable conversations. Not good enough. But he does a good Jesus celebration when he scores. Do you know what I mean? And everyone likes the song about him. Not interested. Slot that in the bottom corner. And, I'll join in the celebration if you want. We can all get a phone and celebrate. Why is he trying to chip the goalkeeper there? The goalkeeper's not even... Walk before you run, man. Walk before you can run. Great ball by Rice. Should have scored it. Should have scored. Anyway. Here's Odegaard. 8 minutes till half time. Whips it in. Odegaard headed away. One thing with Palace, man. Those high crosses. Anderson and them, man. They're very solid in the air. 2 players down with head injuries at the moment. It's Odegaard and I don't know who Edward clashed heads there. Looks like his phone is disconnected. You know when you was younger and it said 1 minute remaining, you're like, yo, I've just got to tell you this. Bang, 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 bang. The call's going to cut off. Brother's got 1 minute remaining. Oh, we're protecting his value, people. We're protecting his value. Don't worry, though. He trains well. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. You can't miss chances like that. You just can't. He's had the 2 best chances. Hasn't hit the target with any of them. First one, benefit of the doubt. Second one, forget it. Forget it. Not interested. Not interested. You want to persist with this, then just forget about the title. Let's just aim for top 4 and try and win a trophy. You can't win titles with things like this. I'm sorry. You can't. You just can't. You just can't. I'm not on it. Slot that in the corner and go and celebrate. I'll join in the celebration. First one I can forgive him, not this miss. Exactly, man. Come on. Come on, people. Look over the years of Arsenal. nearly all of our successful periods have been in conjunction with an effective goal scorer. Whether it was Thierry, Wrighty, whoever you wanted, any trophies have usually had a good goal scorer. It is what it is. Here we go. We're on the attack. Martinelli. Can we get a goal before half time? We should be 1-0 up. Ivan Toney, get him to the carpet. Give this Donny the 15. Trossard at half time. Even Aubameyang won us the FA Cup. He won a golden boot. Here's Eddie. Lift your head. Gets the ball out wide to Saka. Got him, Saka. 1v1 with Mitchell. Backs him up in the area. Martinelli's unmarked again at that back post. Saka puts it wide. I cannot understand, right? Martinelli should go over to Eddie, go over to Odegaard, go over to Saka, tell them, listen, I am in so much space. Lift your head up and find me at the back post. These men are trying to curl it in the top corner with no space. He's unmarked all the time. And no one's looking for him. It's a terrible shot. And it goes out for a goal kick. Dre said it there. We should be 2-0 up. Carl said Balogun would have 2 goals by now. Eli said bring on Bossard ASAP. He scores both of those. I'm convinced he definitely scores the second one. Jorge, Haaland and Alvarez bury both of those chances. I reckon they do as well. Big up to all of you, the super chats. Big up everyone locked in. 4,000 of you tuned in. We should be winning. Partey, good ball down the line. This is a chance. Saka, 1v1 with Mitchell again. You need to get him before they double up. And they've doubled up quickly there, Palace. Big up Kevy Kev. Tony said, during pre-season, I disagreed with you about Mikel, but I got to admit, I'm not a big fan. Oh, here's a chance. Eddie finds Odegaard, who shoots. Good save by Johnston. See, when you shoot, things can happen. And that shot's down the middle, by the way. Finally, Odegaard pulls the trigger. And it's not even in the corner. If you get that in the corner, you never know. Finally. I got to admit, I'm not a big fan of these past 2 games. When we play our best midfielder at right back and play free at the back with Tommy, it's crazy. Finally, we have a shot. Corner to Arsenal. Saka to take it. Can we get a goal before half time? Just keep shooting. 25 yards out, nothing on, pull the trigger. Don't even think about it. Slap one in the top corner. And it was outside the box. In swinging corner. Saka to take it. Can someone flick this on and score? Ball whipped in, headed away. It's up in the air. It's up in the air again. Palace clear it. Odegaard finds Saka. Don't lose it. Free kick to Arsenal. Foul by Eze on Saka. Takes it quick. Gets out wide to Thomas Partey. Hits the byline. There's players at the back post. Here's Martinelli! And he shoots wide. Didn't catch it ideally, but listen. I would rather you hit that than don't hit that. Every now and then they'll fly into the top corner. Good play there by Saka. Well done, Thomas Partey. It's a lovely ball to the back post. I think Martinelli, even though the angle's not easy, he connects with it well. The direction's not well. We got to shoot more. We're not asking enough questions. Big up Brian with the super chat. If we can't break down Palace, it's going to be a long season. Brooklyn loves Big C and our Gooners. Big up yourself, bro. BK in the building. And listen, let's get one thing totally clear. Let's get one thing clear. This is not a great Crystal Palace team. I'll tell you that. We've seen Palace against Arsenal. This is not a great Crystal Palace team, man. We should be breaking this team down and beating them. Jordan Ayew handballs it there. He's already on a yellow card. Referee's not going to book him. This is not a great Palace team at all. We should be beating this Palace team. We've dominated possession. We haven't asked enough questions of the goalkeeper. And we've had the best chances. We had two clear one-on-ones. Here's Martinelli, left-hand side, up against Joel Ward. Can he take him on? Finds Tomiyasu. Declan Rice. That's a brilliant ball out wide. Finds Saka. Plays it down the line to Odegaard. It's a poor pass by Saka and gives it away. Inter said, did you enjoy the car park at the Drake concert? No comment. No comment. It's what I get for trying to watch Drake in concert, I suppose. Here come Arsenal again. Can we get a goal before half time? It's a poor pass by Martinelli. and Palace get the ball, don't foul him, and it goes out for a throw-in. I have to admit, I'm very disappointed that we're not winning. I'm disappointed that we are not winning. Palace are going to go in at half-time and say, we'll take that. Haven't played well. Arsenal have had 2 one-on-ones. They haven't scored. And they're going to feel like, you know, they're going to... Anything can happen at 0-0. One set piece, one bad challenge, one mistake. They should not be drawing this game at half-time. I have to say, Declan Rice having a very good game. As I keep saying with Declan Rice, you're not going to, you know, you're not going to want to watch the highlights, really. He ain't nutmegging no one. He ain't doing step-overs. He just mops up. Win the ball back, keep it. Win the ball back, keep it. And it seems like a role that you probably, you would look at and think is quite easy, but he's very good at it. His positioning is really good. I just hate the fact we're kind of using him as a singular player. You know, even here, look, he is actually almost dropping into centre-back next to Saliba. It's Tomiyasu. Oh, Martinelli was in a lot of space there. Does well, though. Arsenal should be 1-0 up at least. A comrade said, did you see Mitoma's goal? Brilliant goal. Brilliant. Here's Saka. 2 minutes till half-time. Rolls it into Eddie. Good turn. His cross is blocked. Comes back out. Martin Odegaard. Just get the ball in the box. There's 90 seconds to go. Sometimes you just got to put it in there. Don't always have to be pretty. Saka. Got a pass. Spread the ball. You're going to lose it. He gets yammed. Get up, Martin Odegaard. You're supposed to be the captain. Here come Palace on the counter-attack. Runners left and right. Eze with the shot. Great block by Rice. He goes down looking for a penalty. Referee says get up. Brilliant block by Declan Rice. All comes from Odegaard. Dilly-dallying. Look at him. Nothing wrong with him. You got hit, bro. You're in South London. They don't play down there, let me tell you. They'll kick you down, bro. Jordan Ayew up against Thomas Partey. Goes past him. Cuts back inside. Partey does well. So frustrating. No way we should be drawing this. Odegaard. Come on, man. Be stronger. You're meant to be the captain. Take him out there, bro. Weak. Brother, soft. I agree. I think Rice had a really good first half. I'm not happy with that from Odegaard. Little half-hearted challenges. Take the man out, man. What's wrong with you? Freddie, people are so quick to judge. Don't be negative. Freddie, man, come on. Come on, bro. We're just saying what we're seeing, bruv. We can't just speak positively about everything. Half-time whistle goes. Come on, man. Said it before and I say it again. We need half-time, 0-0. Should at least be 1-0 up. Could potentially be 2-0. Is that going to come back and bite us on the backside, people? Declan Rice, one of the best players on the pitch. Simple as that. Reads the game, breaks up possession. Rice doing exactly what we signed him for. Break up play. Give the ball to the players in front. System isn't working. It allows people to get at us because we don't have that same solidarity. You know, because what happens when you've got 3 at the back, the right and the left centre-back get dragged into wide areas and they become full-backs. Then, if they get crosses into the area, you've only then got 1 centre-back there rather than 2. You're more susceptible, especially down the sides. I'm disappointed that we're not winning this. There's no way on earth that we should not win this game today. This is not a particularly good Palace team. Yeah, they're putting up a battle. It's South London. It's Selhurst. I've seen way better Palace teams than this. You know, with Zaha running and Eze and Elise. We should be beating this team. Havertz, he's done okay when he's had the ball. He don't get the ball enough. Not in the game enough. It's like, what's that film called, man? What's the film called? Is it Wesley Snipes? On the plane? Passenger 57. He's a passenger. You're supposed to be the pilot. You're the passenger. you can't. Sometimes as a footballer, you got to go. You got to go looking for the ball. Got to go looking for it and get it and get yourself in the game. You know. Let me get the halftime tweet out. Rice has been impressive. We look more free flowing last season. And Ketia has to score one of those chances. Not good enough. We should be winning. Yeah, listen, it is what it is, people. Havertz not involved in the game enough. So people saying Havertz playing well. He's playing all right. Yeah, how many times he touched the ball? 3 or 4 times? Like, Lona said 8 to say it. Maddison is miles better than Havertz. He is. I always said it. I'm a genuine believer that Havertz's best position is probably up front. And I don't even think he's that good up front. I think putting him in midfield and asking him to put work in is pointless. He doesn't want to run like that. He's not that guy. I just don't think... I feel like you play him number 10 and ask him to get on the ball, but you got Odegaard there. So, I don't know. Again, it's fine margins. If we're 2-0 up and we've taken our chances, we're sitting here going, well, do you know what? The system isn't causing major problems. We're 2-0 up. But if your players are missing chances... Honestly, I think I think if Kai Havertz is in your team, you're better off playing him up front as a link-up striker. I don't think he's offering hardly anything in midfield. He ain't going to run back and defend. He ain't going to tackle. He put one tackle in. You need him on the ball way more than that. Way more. Big up the support though. Fantastic numbers, 4.5K. Make sure you like the video. We're looking for at least 3,000 likes, people. At least. We need to be starting the second half with at least 2K. We're at 1.5K likes. Big up everyone on Twitch, everyone on YouTube. Josh Sharp, big up Curtis. I said Palace wouldn't be easy. Never easy, bro. Patrick is now a member. Patrick Bryce, big up to yourself. Let's look at the positives. Let's add balance. Everything needs balance. We've been the better team. We've created the better chances. We should be winning the game. That is the positives, right? And Palace don't look great. Big up, Nay. Hope you're well, my bro. Yes, Kurt and Ketia needs to score. Listen, I watched Manchester City against Newcastle the other day. I watched Man City against... Who did they play in the Super Cup? Seville. Seville kept hitting them on the break. Counter-attack. You've got to punish them. Don't punish them. Newcastle got a 2v1 near the end. Callum Wilson, heavy touch. Didn't punish them. Top teams, when you give them a big chance, they punish you. That's the difference. You know you can't give Haaland a big chance. Hey, Elliot, I can see you, bro. Elliot, I said to you, right, I hope you're still in the chat. I need you to send me a message on Twitter or Instagram. DM me, please, and I can sort it out. But I need you to message me. One of the mods has blocked you. I'm assuming it was an accident. I need you to message me, and then I can sort it out, bro. I can see you. My bro. Addy said, wake up at 5 a.m. to watch this game. I guess it's going to be a long day. And Angie's managing Spurs, and suddenly there are Tottenham fans in Australia. Big up, Addy. That's shameless. Young Gunner said, heard a quote from Henri saying, in games, if your teammates aren't giving you the ball, what can you do? Drop deeper, invert, and demand the ball. Totally agree with you on that one. Totally agree with that. You got to go and get the ball. Go looking for it if it ain't coming. Abdullah said we cannot break Palace down and we want to win the Premier League. Good luck with that one. What I will say, and I know I've had I have had a moan about Arsenal in this game today. What I will say is, what I will say is that we can take positives and go and win the second half and win the game. If you're trying to be positive as the manager, you're sitting there going, with a better team, we've had more of the ball, we've had the better chances. Go and win the game. I'm looking at this Arsenal team in the second half and saying, if you are serious about winning the league, if we are title challengers, if we're going to, go toe-to-toe with Manchester City, we've spent £210 million. You go on the pitch in the second half, you turn Palace over, and you win the game. This is not a Palace team that we should be panicking about. We've created 2 great opportunities without even playing that well. Go and win the game of football, right? You need to shoot more, and we need to get forward in better positions. Listen, I don't care how well Eddie Nketiah trains. I've played football at many different levels. I'm sure there's loads of you who've played football at all sorts of levels. We all know there's certain Donnies in training who, in training, they run, they ball out in training. On a match day, they're not the same player. We've all seen it. We've all seen somebody that runs around like a headless chicken in training. On a match day, all right, you're not about that life, because pressure busts pipes, people. Yeah, and pressure is the difference between a match day and a training session. I don't care how much the guy runs around in training. I don't care if he says to Arteta, oh, what did he say last week? If you don't pick me, you are blind. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Because I tell you what, even a blind man can see that you shouldn't be starting up front, bro. I tell you that much. Even a blind man can see that. I don't care how good he trains. I don't care if he scores 20 in training. Put him on the bench, sell him to Palace. He ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. You got 2 options. You play Balogun or you sign a new striker. Pan Rasta said, you're complaining too much and Nketiah is doing well, he will score. You need to go on the naughty step. You need to consider your actions and think about what you're telling me. He's a striker. He's on £100,000 a week. 100,000 British pounds a week. He's wearing the number 14 of Thierry. He's had 2 one-on-ones and missed them both, and you're telling me he's doing well. 3 minutes, consider your actions and think about what you're telling me. Information and entertainment. I ain't here to play games. This ain't a PlayStation 5. This is the Premier League. My 100 grand a week strikers missed 2 one-on-ones. People telling me he's playing well. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that, people. Striker's number 1 job is to bag. He's had 2 one-on-ones, missed them both. People telling me he's playing well. He's not. Score 1 of them, you're playing well. Score 2 of them, you're doing really well. Score none of them, you ain't playing well. He won't sleep tonight, trust me. Strikers, at any level, you miss a big chance, that plays on your mind, trust me. Nobody can tell me he's playing well. You've got an agenda! Hey, Wasim, don't start that one. Hey, people, I ain't playing games. I ain't playing games. I don't want to hear he's playing well. Why is he playing well? Because he's running round. Behave, man. I've seen a greyhound dog run around. Don't mean you want him to play up front. I want you to score your chances. Costa said, Eddie taking so much place. Jesus and Trossard needed. Put Trossard up front, man. Big up SC Guna just supporting the channel. Big up Big C. Big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. Chris Clark, hope you're well, bro. Team looks weaker than last year. We know the reason why. Trossard should be starting. Listen, I don't want to start doing the Arteta out thing. I really don't. I don't want to, I've had some thoughts, but I'm not going to say all of them. But, yeah, no games to run. It's a running. Just in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't. Yeah, let me not start singing. Passenger 14, yeah, that's the part 2 of Passenger 57, Wesley Snipes. Listen, I respect everyone's opinions. I do. I respect everyone's opinions, but let's be honest. Let's be realistic. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. You can't be telling me that a striker who misses 2 one-on-ones is having a good game. He's not. Yeah, he's not having a good game. To be fair, Curtis, he created the chances for himself. It's irrelevant. The second one was created by Declan Rice as well, by the way. Declan Rice played a through ball to him and he missed it. He didn't create it himself. His movement helped create it, but it's like me making you a birthday cake on your birthday. It looks like a masterpiece, and as I'm walking over with the candles to you, I drop it on the floor, and I go, well, I did try hard, and I did make a great cake. I've dropped it on the floor. You've got no birthday cake. Means nothing. Means absolutely nothing, people. So yeah, I'm not here for the he runs around, he made the chances himself. He's a professional footballer for Arsenal on 100 grand. I expect him to be able to make a chance for himself. Elliot, don't worry, the rescue mission is on. Elliot said he's messaged me, right, on Twitter, so I'm going to find that message. I'm going to get you back on, don't worry. It's a rescue mission. Elliot, by the way, can you play up front on Saturdays and Sundays? Because we need rescuing up front as well, by the way. But anyway, second half about to start. Could have gone with a club analogy. Yeah, the cake thing popped in my head. I don't know why. It was, I just freestyle, people. Whatever's in my mind. TMB, thank you for the super chat. We take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. What kind of club is this? All these experiments like a failed Lokonga and Tavares. You don't see Man City experimenting. Kovacic, certified. You know what you're getting. Looks like he's played for Man City for 5 years. No problem. Vardiol, beast mode. Looks like he's played for Man City for 5 years. No experiments. They're not playing Havertz attacking midfield and seeing what happens. It's quite simple. You need a replacement. They needed a replacement for Gundo. They bought Cover. He's probably not as good, but I don't know. Listen, win the game and we calm down. I'm not happy. I'm going to be honest. I don't like what's going off. Brian said, Curtis, I have enough drama in New York. Why does my team give me drama with a mid-table team? Bro, I'm looking at the start of the season fixtures and I'm like, ooh, you know what? It's not a bad start to the season, that. We can navigate them first few games, no drama, no problem. I'm like, raw. Forest at home, Palace away. Then we got Fulham at home. Then we got Man United. I looked at Man United the other day. I thought, we'll roll them over. You turn up like this, you're going to cause problems for yourself for no reason. People saying put that kid up front who just scored the penalty before the advert. Listen, this second half's going to say a lot. I tell you something now, and I'm saying this from early. And people say, over the top, all this, that, the other. Big up Joey, who said, big up Big C from Texas. Eddie Murphy, geez. Listen, bro. I'm telling you now, if you can't beat a Palace team that's playing like this, you've got a serious problem. Serious problem. I'm not here to pat people on the back for trying. I'm not here for that. This is elite level sport. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, well done, he created his own chance. Put the ball in the back of the net. Second half about to begin. Arteta's going to have to earn his worth in this second half as well, by the way. Because if we need to make a change, you've got good options on the bench. You've got Smith Rowe. You've got Trossard. You've got players that can influence this game. Here we go, people. Second half underway. Let's make sure we win this game. Keir said I'd run around for 100k. Exactly. And they wouldn't pat you on the back if you kept missing chances. If you're late for work, your manager ain't going to say, well, good effort getting here with that traffic. Here come Palace. Mitchell whips it in all the way across. No one gets a touch on it. It goes out for a throw-in. Poor start to the second half. Jason's been blocked on Twitch. What's going on, people? The mods are going wild. Jason, I will check that. Mods, calm down, people. Calm down. We don't want to ban community members. I will get onto that as well, Jace. No problem. Mikel looking real mad. Listen, mate. Causing his own problems. But anyway, let's just win the game. Havertz looked like, what did he say? He just completed the number in the starting 11. Arteta experimentation won't work because I think it's too predictable. No, the match is underway, my friend. The match is underway. But over 4K in the chat. Big up to everyone locked in. Let's hope we can win this second half. And get ourselves sorted. Brighton have scored 8 goals in 2 games. Elliot said he's been blocked on Twitter. Definitely not by me. I don't block no one on Twitter. Have you been blocked in general? Blocks all over the place, people. More blocks than Gilberto Silva. It's wild. Ball whipped in. Or drop me an email, curtisshawtv@hotmail.com. Surely you have an email address, Elliot. Surely. curtisshawtv@hotmail.com. Drop me an email. We'll sort it out. Anyway. Anyone got a Dexter emoji? It's a corner to Arsenal. Come on. I'll take a scruffy header. I don't care how. Declan Rice in the area. Lerma's grabbing him up. Martinelli in swinging corner here. 2 minutes into the second half. Whipped him. Flicked on at the near post. Goes all the way across. Saka retrieves it at the back post. 1v1 against Jordan Ayew. He's on a yellow card. He won't want to make a challenge. Get at him. Take it in the penalty area. Take him on. Saka whips it in. It's cleared. It's blocked. Saka gets there. Wins it back. Rice does well. Plays a 1-2 with Saka. Whips it in. It's collected by Sam Johnston. Hotmail still gets me. Hey, respect Hotmail, man. It's been around for a while. LimeWire. You know, I'm old school like that. You know, BlackBerry Messenger. Mulligan said, will you take a draw? No chance. Draw's a defeat. Not interested in a draw with Palace. I'll tell you that much. Going to be interested to see the substitutions. Big up Alfred. Ben White doesn't invert. How does he fit the system? But Kieran Tierney doesn't. The reason Partey is playing right back, because White doesn't invert. Tierney should be starting. Big up Alfred. Ball goes out for a throw into Arsenal in their own half. Everyone have got to go enjoy the match. Let's hope you're coming back to a victory, you know. That MySpace, you know. That old school MySpace. 3 minutes into the second half. Rice doing really well. But we need the players in front of him to do something. Need to see more from Havertz. Had a few nice touches, but needs to go and get the ball. Martinelli needs to be more productive as well. He's got a lot of the ball, not much end product. Here's Eze. Good turn. Arsenal crowd him, win the ball back. Thomas Partey gets the ball down the right. People say, Curtis, I got blocked on MSN Messenger. And it is, how are people getting blocked on other platforms? Have you ever noticed whenever a player has a yellow card, we never get at them again? It's crazy, isn't it? It's Saka in the area. Good turn. Lift your head. It's got 2 on him. The ball's there to Odegaard. Yeah, you're going to get touched up here. They're going to take it. Start again. Thomas Partey. 30 yards out. Crossing position. Whips into the back post. Martinelli at the back post. Drills it across. Oh, it's blocked and goes out for a corner. We've started the second half a bit more lively. Come on, wake up. Martinelli, as I've said, all half is in acres and acres of space. You know, Curtis, internet OG with a hot... Yeah, I know. I never done the Gmail, man. And maybe I need to change it. My Hotmail is blocked. Corner to Arsenal. Martinelli. In swinger. Better corner. Much better corner. Johnston punches it clear. Comes out to Ben White. Saka. Saka's very strong on the ball, isn't he? Look at the strength. Ref! That should be a second yellow. Jordan Ayew pulls him down. He's already been booked. He's not even interested in booking him. Not even thinking about it. He's grabbed him on the turn. He's pulled his shirt off. Maybe he's a fan of the bright yellow. Ref doesn't even have a word with him. Can we replace Arteta with the England women's coach? I mean, hey, maybe she'd do better. The ball in, looking for Eddie, takes it round the goalkeeper, could be a penalty. He's given it! Arsenal win a penalty! Eddie Nketiah wins a penalty for Arsenal. Good lad. Good lad, Eddie. Eddie. Now, don't take the penalty, just leave it. Now, what I want to know is who takes the penalty. Saka missed the last penalty. Is this a pen? It's a pen. All day long. Definitely a penalty. Well done, Eddie. Wins the pen. Who takes it? Take the free kick quickly. They've gone to sleep. Now they're complaining that Thomas Partey has blocked their player on the edge. I don't think he's going to get the ball anyway. Who is going to take this penalty? Saka's scored a number of penalties, but he's missed a couple. Is Martinelli going to take it? Does Saka continue? They're doing a VAR check. Who's got the ball? Maybe Havertz will take it. He scored a great penalty. They're doing a VAR check. You watch. They're gonna disallow this. You can't tell me that midfielder can get anywhere near the ball. Thomas Partey, yeah, he slightly blocks him. He's not getting the ball. I suppose they'll disallow it. I bet you. I'm telling you, it's Arsenal. Was he giving it? He's giving it. I think he's giving it. Yes, penalty's been given. Keeper definitely didn't. Eddie's running that out for a goal kick. Who is taking the penalty? Saka's got the ball in his hand. Is he going to throw it to Odegaard, though? Odegaard to take the penalty, people. This is a new thing that seems to happen now. The penalty taker doesn't pick the ball up because they don't want other players to distract them and get into their head. Saka, what's going on here? Moving around on the watch-along screen and also. Saka has thrown the ball to Martin Odegaard. The captain, Martin Odegaard, to take the penalty for Arsenal. We need him to score this. He scored all of his penalties in pre-season shootouts. He does that little Neymar, little skippy run-up. It's Martin Odegaard. Scores! Martin Odegaard, the captain, gives Arsenal the lead. Martin Odegaard. The sun may not be shining, but Odegaard, a.k.a. Selhurst, gives Arsenal the lead. Well done, Eddie and Nketiah, for winning the penalty. Saka gave up the penalty, which was interesting. Martin Odegaard, goalkeeper's right. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Much needed. Get in there, skipper. Skipper guard with the goal. Lovely penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Great penalty. And a well-deserved lead. Well-deserved lead indeed. Lovely penalty. And it's big of Saka. Sometimes you got to realise, man, the penalty thing, it might not be happening for whatever reason. You've missed a couple. Step aside, man. Let someone else step up. Odegaard scored every penalty that he took in pre-season. Good penalty for Martin Odegaard. Arsenal lead. Come on. Still cussing and Nketiah. I mean, listen. Listen, he's good at running. You're a runner. You're a track star. You know, as long as he avoids the shooting part, he's good. Maybe run and try and win free kicks and penalties, you know. Shameless settings, people. But we're winning the game. That's all that matters. Modern penalty. That's a great way of describing it. You would never see those kind of run-ups, would you, back in the day? But it is what it is. Here come Palace. They've got one over. We're stretched. Comes out to Jordan Ayew. They've got bodies in the area. Tries to shoot near post. It goes wide. Goal kick to Arsenal. I feel a lot better. We definitely need another goal, though. 1-0 is still risky. Still very risky. But get out of there with 3 points and keep it moving. Very mature from Saka to step aside. Sometimes your ego won't allow you to step aside. You know, I've scored that many penalties, man. I'm not moving out of the way. Let me have one more. He's obviously agreed with Odegaard. Listen, Odegaard scored every penalty that he took in pre-season. You've got to move out the way now, you know. So, good penalty. Great penalty, in fact, under pressure. Sends him the wrong way. Saka, very strong there. He's starting to have an effective game now. Eddie gives the ball away. I told you, simple pass. Go and win it back. To be fair, he's tried. Ben White gets done too easy there. Here's Mitchell, left-hand side, up against Thomas Partey. At right back. Don't foul him. Don't foul him, Havertz. Comes out, edge of the area. We've got to defend properly here. 1-0 is still a risky scoreline. Odegaard. Arsenal win the ball back. Can we hit them on the break? Doesn't have a lot of support there. We've still got to be careful. Still got to be careful. We need the second. Second and third. Third and it's over. Second and I feel a lot more comfortable. Brian's... Oh, he's given a free kick on the edge of the box. Saliba, what are you doing? Is it even a foul? It looked a soft one. Ref couldn't wait to give it. Rolled into Eze. I think he clips him. I don't know. Does he get some of the ball? It's a silly challenge. Free kick, 1 or 2 yards outside the area. just to the right of centre. It's a stupid free kick to give away. Brian said that ugly jersey looking better today. And mate, 2 or 3-0 up, then it might look a bit better. Stupid free kick. People, listen, there's a few people in the comments who've been asking about Mason Greenwood. Listen, I've got, as I said before, I'm glad United have got rid of him. I don't want him at Arsenal. People asking, would I take him at Arsenal? Come on. I think you know me better than that from the community. I would never take a player like that. For obvious reasons. Free kick. Eze to take it. Over the wall. It's over the crossbar. Terrible free kick. Once a gooner, always a gooner. Thank you very much, Eze. You are an Arsenal fan. Do the right thing. Put it over the crossbar. A goal kick to the Gunners. And no fake scores, man. That's a straight ban. Man trying to put 1-1. It's still 1-0 to the Arsenal. Salah is in the same situation at Liverpool. He needs to step down from penalties, but he won't. Has he missed a few? He missed the one at the weekend, didn't he? In fact, scored the rebound. He missed the one against Arsenal. But, yeah. Do they have an obvious replacement? 2 years since Odegaard signed today. Listen, Odegaard, to be honest, has been an absolute bargain at £35 million. When you look at the level that he's playing at the moment. And Jamal, come on, man. I'm not even going to engage, but don't put silly comments like that, please. Like you heard the voice note. I don't care what they said in a courtroom. Curtis has a mug of himself. Cheers, Ravens. Listen, why go and spend money on a mug from a supermarket, a plain mug? Might as well put your own face on there. Why not? Anyway, we definitely need to score again, Dominic. You're right. We need 2 or 3. Throw into Arsenal just over the halfway line. Let's put them to the sword now. Yeah, listen, a lot of players in football nowadays lack value, overpriced. I think Martin Odegaard at £35 million, 24 years of age, 15 Premier League goals last season. He played 37 games last year, only missed 1 game. That is what you call a bargain. Someone's been booked. Who's been booked? Tomiyasu, for what? Taking too long to take the throw-in. This ref is another shocking referee, I'm sorry. I'm turning into Ty, I really am. I never used to talk about referees, but they're so bad. They're so bad. Top tier mug, I'm telling you. Jamal, listen, I know she's married, but come on. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. Charlie said, Curtis, can you say happy birthday to Ben on his birthday? Happy birthday to Ben. Big up. Random, I see your comments, bro. He said, you don't see my comments. I see them, my bro. Palace on the ball. Nearly 60 minutes gone. Arsenal dominating. Yeah, the Greenwood stuff, listen, I don't want to keep repeating it, but I'm not interested in him coming to Arsenal. I'm not interested in who he signs for. I don't care if he was found not guilty in court. He's a scumbag. I don't want nothing to do with him. I would never want him at Arsenal. No suggestions of should we sign him or is he innocent? Bun him. Leave him to do what he does. Is Gabriel leaving? Possibly. Rumours he could be. Declan Rice finds Martinelli. Martinelli gives it away. I think you'll see Trossard soon. I would probably go Trossard for Nketiah. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Trossard. I need to see Trossard for Eddie. And again, the response is, oh, Partey. Well, Partey, the situation was totally different. There's no genuine evidence, really, was there? But anyway, let's just concentrate on football. It's all gone a bit stale. Here we go on the break, though. Eddie on the left-hand side. Martinelli in central. Can he pick someone out? We've got players in the area. I want to see Declan Rice shoot. Havertz has hardly touched the ball as well, which is, we need to get him in the game more. Otherwise, you might as well take him off. Declan Rice been one of the best players on the pitch. Odegaard finds Saka, reverse ball in the area. Gets to the byline. Here's Thomas Partey. Shoots! Oh! Tipped over the bar by Johnston. Good shot there, edge of the area. And he tips it over. The shot was straight at him. But I told you, test this goalkeeper out. Good strike there. Side foot whip. Johnston doesn't want to catch it. Meslek said, I'm calling a goal at the 67th minute. There you go. There you go. Let's see if it happens. Come back in the chat if it's right. Havertz needs to do more, I agree. Penalty spot view on the formation, success or fail. I suppose it's neither at the moment. Corner whipped in, flicked on at the near post. I can't say it's failed because we won the first game and we're winning the second. What I will say, we're just not as free-flowing at the moment with this system is what I will say. A shot goes over and out for a goal kick. Random said Martinelli down the middle, Trossard left wing, Smith Rowe for Havertz and Gabriel in for White. We have a decent squad. Was that Havertz? Look at Havertz's touch map. He's touching the ball all over the pitch, but he needs to be on the ball more. He's not involved in the game enough for me. That's the biggest problem. It's all right looking tidy, but I need effectiveness. Patrick said perhaps if you sing it might help. I'm sure there'll be a song at some stage. There'll be songs. Declan Rice having a really nice game. We need more goals, absolutely. Big C, you reckon Tony will be good enough after the ban? Yeah, man. 6 months out. I think he's allowed to train with the team from next month. I'm sure Brentford will play behind closed doors games to keep him fit. He'll be hungry to play, man. No, and easy, man. I don't think people are hating on Havertz. You want to see more. We expect more. You know, he's a big player with a big reputation. He costs a lot of money. He's been successful. He's won the Champions League. He's a full international. I want to see him involved in the game a lot more. And my question is this midfield role the best way to get the most out of him? You know, does he even want to play there? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. 64 minutes gone. No changes for either team yet. Arsenal dominating possession. Rice getting praise, but his job in this game is basic. He makes it look basic, bro. DMs are going for 100 million nowadays. Look what happened with Caicedo. Caicedo played 15 minutes, gave away a penalty. It's not as easy as it looks, is it? Positioning, protecting, taking the ball under pressure. It's vital. It's vital now. You look at the big teams, man. They're all spending big money on DMs now. Look at Liverpool. They've been desperate for a DM all summer. City have got Rodri. United bought Casemiro at 30 for 60 million. He makes it look easy. I am personally delighted that Declan Rice plays for us. I think he's positioning, that physical presence as well. I think he's had a really good game. Really good game. People used to say the same thing about Gilberto Silva. Gilberto, his job's basic. He just wins the ball and keeps it. You know, he did the same thing for Brazil, won the World Cup. It's a vital role. Go and win the ball back. He's class, man. Rice and Basuma would have been nice, though. Yeah, Basuma's performance the other day, man. It's interesting that we didn't go for him. Mateus Franco, this kid who, well, I say kid, but Palace have signed him from Brazil. I saw a thing the other day saying he's unbelievably skillful. I'm not sure why he's not playing. Is he only just signed? But I'm glad he's not playing. Champions League group stage draw is next Thursday. Martinelli goes past Ward, gets to the byline, pulls it across Eddie. Oh, you got to lay that off, bro. The angle's not there. It's Havertz! Oh, drags it wide. Goes out for a goal kick. Great play by Martinelli. I feel like Eddie's just got to lay that off. Martinelli could have possibly got a penalty there. Like, Eddie there, bro, you've got no space to hit that. You've got to lay that off to somebody. Havertz, on the volley. Maybe should do a bit better. He's got a back injury, apparently. Rice had a brilliant game today. Impressed me a lot. Another young six as a backup would be amazing. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Lavia. Red card! My head's gone. I'm hot now. I'm hot. Tomiyasu sent off. Tomiyasu sent off. What is going on here, man? What am I seeing? What am I actually seeing? Oh, no. He pulls Jordan Ayew back. I need to see the replay. Didn't Jordan Ayew just grab Saka and pull him down and not get a second yellow? Does he even grab him? Do you know what? I'm really not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say here. I'm a little bit caught. Like, the contact is so minimal. But, like, it's ridiculously stupid defending. It looks harsh. It looks very harsh, but why put your arm on him? Why even give him a decision to make? It doesn't even look like a yellow, but it's because they're on the break. Second yellow, red card. Pathetic. There's no point smiling about it, bro. You telling me is this guy a better left back than Kieran Tierney? Now we've got 23 minutes with 10 men, and we're our own worst enemy, aren't we? We're our own worst enemy. We constantly make life difficult for ourselves. Honestly, I don't really know what to make of that. I don't know what to make. Gabriel's coming on. You know what I mean? Maybe start him in the first place. You know, maybe that would help. The contact looks so minimal. Listen, Jordan Ayew has felt the slightest contact and gone to floor. And the refs bought it, you know. I think it's soft, but I think it's stupid defending. As soon as he's in front of you and you go to grab him, you're susceptible to getting booked. I've got to be honest, I've said it for a while. I don't think Tomiyasu's that good. I'm not just saying it as a reaction either. He's injury prone. And, you know, even in the first half, Jordan Ayew was doing him. It's poor defending. What is going on here, man? Like, this linesman, like... Martinelli's off. He's fuming. Martinelli's fuming for Gabriel. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Free kick to Palace. Head's gone. The rest of this watch along, we're just going to be hanging on. Ball whipped in. Jordan Ayew shoots. Ramsdale saves it. The rest of this game is going to be wild. You've just nailed it. You're down to 10 men. You need work rate. You need effort. How are you taking Martinelli off ahead of Kai Havertz? How? Martinelli's going to run around way more than Havertz. How is Havertz the one who's staying on the pitch when you know he ain't going to run? He ain't going to run nowhere. Crazy. That's why he's fuming, because he's probably thinking, how am I getting taken off? Ayew scammed Tomiyasu. He did. Listen, it's unbelievably soft. Unbelievably soft, but two very soft yellow cards. Stupid yellow cards. Stupid yellow cards. I honestly, I don't rate Tomiyasu. If Inter wanted him and turned up with a decent offer, I'd sell him. And I'm not just saying it because of the red. I've been saying it for a while. Injury prone and doesn't seem sharp. Ayew was doing him in the first half as well. Jordan Ayew of all people. I'm not talking about Mo Salah or, you know, Foden or someone. We'll struggle to hang on for a draw. This is going to be a long 20 minutes. Is Eze. We're going to struggle to create. They're begging for a penalty now. This ref better stop this. He seems like... This ref seems like he wants to be on the back page of the newspaper tomorrow. That's all. He seems like he's trying to make headlines. Is that Jordan Ayew? Like... Oh, no. Eze saying it was. They're probably going to do a VAR check and give a penalty now. Oh, God. He's twisted it. It's not Declan Rice. I think he's twisted up Declan Rice there, by the way. Oh, Pepe. Once you lift that leg up, I don't know if Eze goes looking for the contact. Oh, the turn on Rice is sharp. Nah, I don't think that's a penalty, man. If he gives a penalty for that, man, I'm fuming. He's given the throw-in. He's gone looking for it. Partey's done well. Now, again, yeah, should that not be a yellow card for diving? Like, you're cheating and getting away with it. Why do we make things so difficult? Nottingham Forest at home, in the sunshine. 5-0 last season. 2-0 up, we concede. We make life difficult. We're hanging on at the end. Crystal Palace, 2 one-on-ones. We miss them both. We go 1-0 up. Everything's nice. And we get a stupid red card. Now we're hanging on. They're having VAR checks. The ref won't book any of their players. Dark Arts time. He's going to add on about 15 minutes at the end of the game. So there's no point even time wasting. Ahamada comes on for Jeff Schlupp. So now, Tierney's probably going to leave. Zinchenko's not fully fit. Tomiyasu suspended. So who plays at left back? But hey, let's see. Nah, never a clear penalty. Never. Nah, Cello, that's not a pen, bro. He went looking for the contact. But it was risky as soon as Partey puts the leg out. LV said, appreciate what Arteta's done. He's complicated us for nothing. Play counter 10 men, Martinelli for pace. Crazy. When you're down to 10 men, you need your pacey players so that you can get up the pitch. You would have thought Martinelli would be ideal for that, but listen, like Latte said earlier, man, he's got 65 million that needs to be justified. Amazing numbers in the chat, 4.5k. This game is on edge right now. I'm not enjoying it. It's all Palace. We're down to 9. Patrick said we're down to 9 men with Havertz on the pitch. Why is Arteta not making subs? 74 minutes gone. Gabriel, the only change, and that was forced because of the red card. Can we hang on and win this 1-0? We saw West Ham yesterday. They were down to 10 men against Chelsea, and they still managed to score. So we've got no excuse. Eze goes past Odegaard. Good tackle by Havertz. Partey does well. We've got to be strong. Eddie Nketiah, can he get us away here? Free kick. Come on, that's got to be a yellow. That's got to be a yellow card on Jefferson Lerma. Is it? No, of course not. It's a Palace player. Can't book him. Just clips the back of his heel while we're on the break. No yellow card. Charles Stewart, the manager's head is inverted. Oh, dear. Crazy. Hook Havertz already, says Malaysian Gooner. Let's get to 3,000 likes, people. Ibby, the Champions League group stage draw is a week this Thursday. A week this Thursday is the Champions League draw. Will be very interesting, of course, to see who we get. Son of A said Havertz is another Willian. Johnny said Havertz has done nothing. Cereal for dinner said get Havertz off for Trossard. Captain Hayes said Arteta is so stubborn. LTK, I don't get this new formation. He's trying to fit 4 midfielders in. Just accept Havertz should be a sub and drop him. Ant said Saka at left back. And Jason said we have a major Havertz problem. Crystal Palace on the ball, 15 minutes to go. But as you know, with these crazy added on times, there's probably going to be 20, 25 minutes to go. Thomas Partey does well against Eze, clears the ball. But we genuinely now have no striker. Eddie has kind of dropped into the attacking midfielder role. Odegaard has dropped in. And Havertz, it looks like we're playing 4-4-1, I would say now. So we're going to struggle to get forward. Jake said, take my word, Fabio Vieira will end up on the pitch. Odegaard wins the ball back, gives it away. This is going to be 14 minutes now of attack versus defence. It's so frustrating. Total control. Stupid red card. Soft, yeah, but stupid. And now we're just going to be under pressure, hanging on. We are going to have to defend properly. Ball whipped into the area, all the way across. Mitchell, can he keep it at the back post? He can. Partey goes out to block the cross. Lerma whips it in, cleared at the near post by Ben White. Somebody is coming on for us, and I can't see who that is. Is it Fabio? Please, man, come on. We're down to 10 men. We need power and work rate. You do not bring Fabio on under these circumstances. Get ESR or Trossard. Ball whipped into the back post, headed away by Saliba. That's a foul, surely. Eddie's down on the floor. Anderson kicks him. Free kick to Arsenal. Edge of the penalty area. Are you telling me, seriously, down to 10 men, when you need work rate, when you need power, when you need pace, you got Trossard, you got Smith Rowe, and is that Fabio Vieira who he's bringing on? Who is that on the bench? Oh, Jorginho. Okay, he's going to want him to keep the ball. Charles Stewart, member for 15 months. It's not looking good, bruv. Big up yourself. Jorginho will be brought on now for his experience to keep the ball. Surely he takes Havertz off now. Brings off Eddie. Wow, he cannot take Havertz off, can he? I remember when people used to say, is there a clause in Saka's contract that he can't get subbed off? Maybe we've got that in Havertz's contract. I think you'll put Havertz up front. Eddie comes off. It's crazy because I've slandered Eddie at times, but I would have took Havertz off over Eddie because at least Eddie's going to run. And he's half decent at winning free kicks. They're obviously going to put Havertz up front now, false 9. And Jorginho going to midfield alongside Declan Rice. Going to be interesting. Havertz is the new teacher's pet. Yeah, Trossard, he'll be lucky to even get on the pitch. And considering how well he's done in pre-season, the start of the season, it's very harsh. But it is what it is. Biggest thing is that we win the game. Havertz is up front now. He goes to press the goalkeeper. Ed and Edu. It's a throw-in to Arsenal. Palace are not happy. Near the halfway line. 11 minutes to go, a normal time, plus time added on. So Tomiyasu's first yellow card. Taking too long to take the throw. What's he doing? Wiping his head. And then he decides not to take the throw in. Oh no, it was Havertz. Tomiyasu, you've got to throw it. You got to throw it. You're taking too long, bro. Oh, and he just thrown it as well. It's a stupid card. The second one. Oh, mate. Do you know what? Like, honestly, soft, but I think it's his fault. I think it's just purely ridiculous. When you're on a yellow card and a player gets in front of you like that, you don't pull him. It doesn't matter even if you just give him a little pull back like that. It's enough. As long as that ref can see some contact, he's on the floor. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. You've given the ref an excuse to send you off. Theo said, yo, first time back to the channel after the holidays. How are we doing? Bro, we're hanging on. We are hanging on. 10 minutes to go, plus time added on. Well, I'm saying it wasn't a pull. I mean, if it wasn't a pull, fair enough, I'm wrong. It looked like a slight pull. Is Havertz an endangered species? Let's see how this last 10 minutes goes, people. Plus the time added on. Edward. Partey does well there. Clears it. Can we get up the pitch? Havertz holds up play well there. Finds Declan Rice. We could have a break on here. Saka. I mean, they've got about 7 players back against our 2. It isn't going to be easy. Keep possession. If it wasn't a pull, then I take it back. I'm wrong. But that angle, it looked like a slight pull. But we'll see. Ref, stop. Give it. The linesman gave it. Now, the ref wasn't even going to give it. Yeah, Ayew pulled Saka down not long before that. Yeah, people online saying Tomiyasu, the contact was minimal. Apparently, he brushed his arm or something. So if that's the case, then yeah, it's harsh. It's harsh. Um, but I'll watch it again on the replay before I start. Before I make a complete decision on that. Some people saying they've seen the replay and he doesn't even pull his shirt. So I'll watch it again on the replay. Yep, didn't give a yellow to Eze for the dive. Here come Palace. Mitchell, cleared by Thomas Partey. Ayew pull was 100 times worse than Tommy's. Could have got a second yellow. Yeah, you're right. You are right on that one. He grabbed Saka, I think, and pulled him down. Just in case, Arsenal aren't at City's level yet. Palace wouldn't play this open against City, even with City a man down. Big up just in case. Just in case. I don't make it for the night. Big tune that was back in the day, man. Who was that? Jaheim, was it? I think. Havertz, the new Willian. Clear pull by Ayew. Yeah, it's true. Ball whipped in, back post, cleared away. Ah, dear, we're hanging on, but can we hang on and get the victory, people? Can we hang on and get the victory? 7 minutes to go. The good thing, Palace, they haven't actually created much so far. People saying Havertz is the captain. Surely not. No, Odegaard's still on the pitch. He's got the armband. Eze, little 1-2. Mitchell, left-hand side. Mitchell gets the ball back. Partey's, I was just going to say, that's a good tackle. Corner to Palace. And Ish said, I'm watching from behind the sofa. Rice is shouting at Odegaard. Be the leader, bro. You don't have to have the armband to be the leader. I'll tell you that much. 6 minutes to go, plus time added on. This is going to be a nervy end to this game. Corner whipped in, headed up in the air. Still not cleared. It's bouncing everywhere. Still not cleared. Palace get the ball back. Edge of the area. Don't foul. It's a good turn. Little 1-2. No. Oh, they're appealing for a penalty. Nothing given there. Saka brings the ball down. Try and win a free kick. Strong play from Saka there. He clears it. We've got no one up the pitch. Ball whipped into the area again. It's bouncing. Comes back out to Eze. Odegaard does well. Wins the ball back. Partey. Strong there. Clears it. But it's a throw to Palace. We cannot get up the pitch. Very difficult. Bring Trossard on. I'm not sure he'll make another change. 6 minutes to go. 5 minutes basically now. Abdullah, you're right. Partey is doing well. Big up for the super chat. Corner whipped in, flicked on. Oh, and goes all the way across for a goal kick. Cross whipped in, sorry, it wasn't a corner. Odegaard Edouard didn't make good contact with it there. Mitchell, it's a great ball in. It's just behind Edouard as he goes to head it. Can't get the power. And he goes out for a goal kick. Calmer, slow down. Everyone slow down. Listen, the way this ref has managed this game, he'll probably add 15 minutes on at the end. So, the fact there's 5 minutes to go, I wouldn't even get any excitement over that. They're going to add loads of time on. We've just got to keep defending solidly and try and get up the pitch. Havertz goes up for the header. He's on the floor. He gets up. Ref says no free kick. Formation hasn't worked. Formation hasn't worked. We look like we're trying to figure it out. You know, against better opposition, they'll pick you off. You ain't got time to figure things out in the Prem. You know, you need to be free-flowing at this stage, especially considering how well we played last season. There was no need to change things so much, but we'll see. Let's win the game and then talk about it after. Here's Mitchell, left-hand side. Partey goes out. He whips the cross in. Partey gets hit in the face there. Ball goes back to Mitchell. 3.5 minutes of normal time to go. On this right-hand side, They're driving at us here. Little 1-2 edge of the area. Ayew gets the ball out wide. Chops inside. Saka shoots with the left foot. Good block. Comes out to Jordan Ayew. Good tackle, Martin Odegaard. Havertz loses the challenge. Hasn't done enough in this game for me, Kai Havertz. Chipped into the back post. Mitchell. Partey goes out. He's done well against him, to be fair. He's not even a natural right back, although he gets megged with a pass. Here's Jordan Ayew up against Ben White. It's whipped in. Arsenal clear it. We are hanging on here, people. Cleared away. Arsenal making 2 substitutions. 3 minutes to go. We are hanging on. This is not nice to watch. Palace swarming us. We're down to 10 men. Tomiyasu sent off. 4.5k in the chat. It's all Palace. Edge of the area. Ball whipped out wide. Saka's at left back at the moment. Ball whipped into the back post. Headed away. It's still up in the air. Don't foul him. Saka. It's all Palace. We can't clear the ball. Who are the 2 players coming on? Ball whipped in again. Free header. Great clearance. What a flick on that was. Here's Mitchell again. Jordan Ayew up against Partey. Ghanaian international teammates. Edge of the box. Lerma. It's all Palace. It's literally defence against attack. Just don't give away a free kick. We win the ball back. Saka's fouled. Free kick. Stay on the floor. Double substitution about to happen. This has been a horrible game. But if we win, I'll take it. Saka's on the floor. He wins the free kick. Zinchenko and Kivior coming on. Saka comes off. Unbelievable that Saka and Havertz. Is Havertz getting dragged? Of course he's not. It looks like he's just giving him instructions. So Havertz can't be substituted. Martin Odegaard comes off, the captain, and Saka comes off as well. Zinchenko comes on, and Jakub Kivior comes on. So it's going to be even harder to get up the pitch now. Good shift by Saka, and Odegaard hopefully has scored the winning goal. I wonder who's got the armband. Who would have the armband now? Maybe Declan Rice, maybe Saliba. Kivior, has Kivior gone in at left back? I don't know what formation we're playing now. I'm just interested to see who's got the armband. Arsenal have the ball, which is nice. Jorginho, good ball. Into Declan Rice. Get a corner, get something. Zinchenko. Arsenal keep possession. Who is wearing the armband? I'm really intrigued to see. Not that it makes much difference. Here's Ben White, right hand side. Keep the ball. Even if you got to go all the way back to Ramsdale. Here's Saliba. Great ball that. Into Partey. Finds Jorginho. We've got a bit of space out here as well. Havertz keeps possession. Declan Rice. Declan Rice for me, man of the match. Probably along with Saliba. I think Saliba's had a good game as well. But we need to win. We're 15 minutes, 15 seconds away from the end of normal time. How long are they going to add on? Jorginho, great ball out wide to Zinchenko. Declan Rice, keep possession. Make them chase the ball. Great play. Havertz, little 1-2, loses the ball though. And Palace win the ball back. There is going to be, people. How long are they going to add on? Palace give the ball away. 7 minutes added on. I'll actually take that. I've seen games at the weekend with 12, 13 minutes added on. So I will take 7 minutes. Arsenal keep in possession. Jorginho out wide to Ben White. Can we create a chance? Can we win a corner? Can we get up the pitch? Ben White finds Saliba. Jorginho, calm head. That's what we brought him on for. You know, his experience. Partey, I'm going to give Partey credit. I think he's had a very good game. Out of position. Zinchenko tries to outpace this brother at right back. It ain't happening, bro. You ain't got that kind of pace. People saying Declan Rice is captain at the moment. And that's a free kick to Arsenal and a yellow card to Palace. Waste some vital seconds there. Havertz wins the free kick. I'm looking at Rice there. I don't think he did have the armband on him, unless I'm mistaken. Big up to everyone locked in. 7 minutes of time added on. We're already a minute into that 7. Best patterns of play all game. It's interesting, isn't it? Down to 10 men. We start to pass the ball around nicely. It could be Gabriel. I think you're right. Yeah, he's part of the leadership group, isn't he? Free kick to Arsenal. 5.5 minutes to go. Free kick taken quickly. Zinchenko, left-hand side. He's offside. That's pathetic. How are you getting caught offside from an attacking free kick? You just give them Palace the ball back. We're playing better with 10 men than we played with 11 men, which is unbelievable. Long ball by Palace over the top. Finds Jordan Ayew up against Kivior. On this right-hand side. Don't foul him. Just force him backwards. Force him backwards, people. Oh, Jorginho, people saying, is the captain. Yeah, for me, Saliba, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, 3 man of the matches for me. They've been our 3 best players. Here's Mitchell up against Ben White. We still got 5 minutes to go, people, to hang on. Just under 5 minutes. Mitchell, they just putting crosses into the box every chance they get, Palace. Their centre-backs are even pushed up now. He's brought on all the technical players. Here's Eze, left-hand side, in a lot of space. Whips it into the back post, goes all the way across. And Ramsdale catches it. I would have probably let that go out for a goal kick and just took about 20 seconds to kick it. But we do have the ball back, which is a positive. There's under 5 minutes to go now, people. Nearly 4 minutes. Can we hang on? Make no mistake, the performance has not been great. You won't want to watch the highlights. But the 3 points all that matters. Good play there. Don't you dare give a free kick for that. Havertz uses a bit of strength. He can't. Well, he's booked him. He's given him a yellow card. You're a shambles, ref. You're an absolute... Did he book him for that? Wow. Wow. I'm sorry, people. I know I'm turning into Ty. I genuinely am. We have got the worst referees in European football. I don't know how. They are an absolute shambles. A shambles. They earn thousands of pounds a week. How did he get a yellow card for that? Please. He leans on him. He's got every right to go for the ball. It is not a yellow card. Goal kick to Arsenal. Well done, Gabriel. Don't you dare go to Saudi. We need you in this defence. Good play there by Gabriel. Should be starting, and he has got the armband on. He has got the armband on. Get him back in the team. Stop with all this stupid formation. It doesn't work. I know we've ground out 2 wins, but you ain't going to be able to do this against better teams. Forest were awful against us on the opening day, and this is not a great Palace team. Ball's up in the air. Ben White wins the header. Ball cleared by Declan Rice. Less than 3 minutes to go. Come on, Havertz. Work. Work. Palace have the ball back. 2.5 minutes to go. Oh, Havertz kicked the ball away. I take it all back. I didn't even see him do that. Here's Eze, left-hand side. Mitchell's there with him. Edge of the penalty area. Clipped into the back post. Don't foul him. It's up in the air. Ramsdale, come and collect it, bro. You're the keeper. He's got to catch it. Mitchell puts it over the bar. We got away with it. Aaron Ramsdale, you have got to come and collect that. I say it all the time about Rambo. You've got, look, the ball's up. Go and get that. Go. This one, go and get it. He pats it out. Catch it. You've got 2 hands on it. Get away with that big time. Less than 2 minutes to go, people. Less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, dear. Listen, it'll be a vital victory, and that's all that matters at this stage, if I'm being totally honest. He's got to command his area better than that. Arteta doesn't look happy, but the win is all that matters. Long kick. Declan Rice, still the highest player up the pitch. Less than 90 seconds to go, people. A huge 90 seconds, even in our season, even this early. You look back at these games at the end of the season, you say, remember when we ground out that last 30? Mitchell whips it in, cleared by Saliba. Fantastic clearance. Out for a throw-in. 1 minute of play to go, people. This will be a big 3 points for Arsenal. Make no mistake about it. Despite the moans and groans, the 3 points is what matters more than anything. Declan Rice, good tackle. But Palace still have the ball. 45 seconds to go, people, to get this 3 points. Palace have the ball just over the halfway line. They've got loads of players forward. Could be the last attack. Out wide, Zinchenko goes to close him down. 30 seconds to go. He's 1v1 with Zinni. Stop the cross. It's whipped into the back post. Ramsdale collects it. Get in there, Rambo. Lay on the floor. Take your time. Even if you got to get booked, don't you dare rush standing up. 15 seconds to go. Seb said, I will take this dirty win and walk away. All day long. All day long. Performance, stinky. Victory, vital. Take that all day long. Ramsdale kicks it. Blow your whistle. Blow your whistle. We've had 7 minutes. What are you waiting for? Yes! Get in there! Arsenal win the game. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to... Yeah, it won't work. Change it. Big victory that for Arsenal. Performance. Don't waste your time and go and watch the highlights. It's not worth watching, but that victory is absolutely vital. Listen, when you look at Man United lost this weekend, Chelsea lost, 3 points all that matters. Performance was not great at all, but the victory is all that matters. Big win for the boys. That I think Arteta's got to sit down and be very honest with himself. I don't think you can maintain what we're doing there. I genuinely don't. Positives if we won, we kept a clean sheet. That's what's important. Keeping a clean sheet at Palace, winning 1-0. At the end of the season, we'll look back on that as a successful game. Cruz, give us your rundown. Man's Arsenal dressing gown, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. What are you saying about that? 1-0. Not the most exciting, but job done. 1-0. Keep it moving.
Yeah. We hang on. We hang on at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, I think we played better.
Yeah.
When we had 10 men.
Yeah.
Defending well. Gabriel should have started.
Would you have scored them?
Yeah, Eddie misses.
Eddie misses. Yeah, you'd have took one of them away, wouldn't you? Yeah. You know what I mean? Who we got next? We've got Fulham at the weekend at home.
Fulham. I think we'll beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Score prediction early.
2-0.
2-0. Big up yourself. Joint top.
Yes, sir.
Got more merch than Ty, they're saying. Big up yourself. But listen, a win is a win. I'm going to put a quick poll up. I always like to put this poll up now. Who was your man of the match? Who was your man of the match? For me, straight off the top of the head, I'm thinking Pepe, Saliba, Declan Rice. Probably, I thought Ben White did well as well on that side, to be honest. Let's get a poll up. I'll put 4 people up. If you think it was someone else, then just write in the comments. Who was your man of the match? I'm just trying to think of, have I done someone dirty here? For me, Saliba I thought was excellent in a back three that you wouldn't say he was particularly comfortable with. I think Thomas Partey playing inverted right back did really well. I thought Declan Rice had a really good game in midfield. I think Ben White did well, to be honest, as well. I'll go Ben White. They're the 4 I'm going for. If you think it was anyone else, throw the name in the comments. Who was your man of the match? Saka did all right as well. No, not Havertz, I'm afraid, and not Eddie, and not Kieran Tierney. Declan Rice, top quality performance. Did exactly what it says on the tin, people. No messing about. Arteta mask is falling. Saliba, let's get the tweet out. Vital 3 points. Vital 3 points and a clean sheet. Still not convinced. Still not convinced by this system. But 3 points and we move. Put Saliba, Partey and Rice were excellent. Yeah, like I said, if you didn't watch that game and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to watch the highlights tonight, you ain't going to see a lot, let me tell you. It was not an exciting game. We missed a couple sitters in the first half. We scored a penalty. If you'd have offered us all 1-0 before the game, we'd have took it. Simple as that. What I will say, I thought last season we were the most exciting football team in the Premier League, probably until the last 8 weeks when Man City went crazy. And we just couldn't live with their level. To me, the system that you've created at this team, it works. It worked last year and it will work this year. All you've got to do is improve the level of players in certain positions. You've decided to change the system in order to fit Kai Havertz in the team. That's the reality. No agenda against Havertz. That's the reality. He would probably play where Odegaard plays, but you're not going to drop Odegaard for Havertz. So you're trying to play both of them. It's not working. It's not working for me. So now you've got a decision to make. If you want to play Havertz, I think you play him up front while Gabriel Jesus is out and play him as a link-up false nine. I don't think in midfield he works. And you got to be brave. Gabriel should not be on the bench. Gabriel should be playing right next to Saliba. Thought Saliba had a fantastic game in a back three that he's not really that comfortable with. So I think we need to. I think we need to be careful. Big up Elliot. I will check the email. I'll sort that out 100%. And listen. I don't want people to think I'm singling out Havertz because I'm not. He was not the worst player. He's just not doing enough. He's not doing enough. We had a system that worked that you just upgrade. And I think now he's created a problem for himself because he feels he has to play him. Usman said, biggest positive for me is the Tomiyasu red forces Arteta to start Gabriel. He was arguably our best defender last season. Makes no sense to bench him. Built Different says, if we draw Bayern Munich, you got to go with the crew. Yeah, listen, I'd love to go to the away game, especially. S. Runny said, was biting my nails towards the end, man of the match. Odegaard. Odegaard, not for me. I thought Odegaard was a little bit ineffective. Brilliant penalty. I don't think he got on the ball enough personally, but everyone's opinions, you're welcome. Alfred said, this fan base want pretty football while losing. I'd rather a win this way versus playing pretty and losing those games like we did the end of last season. I think my question is, Alfred, and where the frustration is if you're watching a team playing not very well and winning, you can't maintain that. You look at good teams, they play good football, and then every now and then they play bad and grind out a win. You cannot consistently underperform and keep grinding out wins. If you're playing City, Liverpool, you know, a better side will expose you. That's my problem. And I think, do you get the best out of Thomas Partey playing him at right back? No, you don't. You might get away with it today, but you won't get away with that against Son or against Rashford or against, you know, Raheem Sterling or against whoever, whatever left winger you want to talk about. There's going to be days where Partey gets exposed. Surely you get the best out of Declan Rice if Thomas Partey is next to him. But the manager's got tough decisions to make. We play Fulham this weekend at home. My concern with that is that the manager's going to look at it and probably think that we can beat Fulham at home. So I'm gonna play Havertz again. Because what the manager's trying to do, and we've seen it before, he's going to try and play Havertz into form. He's hoping that we're going to get that game at home where we beat somebody 4 or 5-0, Havertz scores a couple goals, and it starts to click. He's trying to find that. Because remember, he put Granit Xhaka in the attacking midfield role last year, and we was all like, what the hell's going on? He then got 7 goals, 7 assists, probably had his best season. He's probably thinking, Havertz has more ability than him. He's younger than him. I can fit him into that. The difference is you've done it to the detriment of the defence because you've had to remove Gabriel to fit him in the team. If it was me, I think you've got to be harsh now, Mikel. We will give Havertz time. Nobody's saying don't give Havertz time. Give him time. You paid 65 million. You've got to get something out of him. But you don't have to start him every week. Let him sit down, come off the bench, see what it feels like. Play the natural Arsenal way that looked so good last season. And play him, bring him off the bench, put him in, and let him feel the way we play. At the moment, you're watching an Arsenal team that doesn't even look like it's got a great system. And I think you need to allow Havertz to feel the way we play rather than trying to fit him in. Let's be honest, Kai Havertz is a good player. He's not a world beater. I would understand ripping your team apart if you were trying to fit in Mbappe or Neymar or Messi. You know, you're talking about a guy doesn't necessarily start in our strongest 11. So, listen, I agree. I'll take victories all day long over pretty football, but you can't maintain average performances and consistently win. Daniel said, I like the system, I just don't like Havertz in the system, put Trossard in instead. That could be totally different. Maybe if you've got somebody that runs a bit more active, it may work. But Havertz is very passive. Doesn't get on the ball enough for me. That was always my concern with him. The game passes him by a lot of the time. David said, Havertz plays, it must be 9. Eddie is not good enough. I said that. I agree, bro. If you're playing him, play him up front as a false 9, as a link-up man. He did it well against City in the Community Shield. He missed his chances, but he clearly can hold the ball up and link up play. I think you've got to have him higher up the pitch if you're starting him. But listen, let's look at it like this. We've won the game. It's 2 wins out of 2. Crystal Palace away is a game that people will come here and drop points this season, especially when Elise is back. If they get a couple new signings in as well. I'm happy to have got that one out of the way. It's a 1-0 victory. It's a clean sheet. We've got Fulham at home at the weekend. They've just sold Mitrovic. I am confident that we can beat Fulham at the weekend. After that, we play Manchester United before the international break. We've got 2 home games now. So let's build on what we've done. We've got 6 points. We've only conceded 1 in 2 games. We've scored 3 goals. There are positives, but I think Mikel's got to be brave enough to say, okay, we've got 6 points in the bag, but I need to tweak this. I've tried a thing and it ain't quite there yet. It's going to take time. TMB said, I like this setup versus smaller teams. I believe it will revert back to the traditional back 4 versus teams that attack more. Let's see. I hope you're right. And Law said, Eddie missing chances put a lot of pressure on us. Difference between a comfortable 3-0 and a shaky 1-0 win. Havertz was a passenger. Arteta, 4 out of 10. In the Premier League, what happens in the penalty areas dictates how good you are. When you get a clear-cut chance in the Premier League, you need to score it. You need to score it. Eddie scores 1 or 2 of them in the first half. I'm convinced we run away with that game. But while they're going in 0-0, Palace had belief that they could still win that. And then when we go down to 10 men, you're even more up against the rocks. I felt Palace were bang average tonight. I got to be honest. We've seen Palace really give us a difficult game. I don't think Palace were that good. Yep, give credit to Arsenal. They defended well. They put loads of crosses in and we dealt with it. I think we could have finished Palace off very quickly. 50, 60 minutes. I think it could have been game over. But you miss chances, you give them belief. People who play FIFA, you miss chances, you know that they're going to score eventually. And even in real football, it's the same. We should have finished them off. Let me end this poll. Who is your man of the match, people? I'm caught between Rice and Saliba, if I'm being honest. I'm probably more edging towards Declan Rice. 49% of you said Declan Rice, 29% say Saliba. The rest said Partey, and then a few of you said Ben White. I thought Declan Rice was no nonsense, did his job, reads the game so well. I think the thing is, if you've got Rice next to Partey, you can allow Rice to get forward a little bit more then and maybe try and score goals. If you're playing Partey at right back and you're playing Havertz and Odegaard, it doesn't really allow Rice to get forward that much. So, listen, Declan Rice was shouting at Martin Odegaard. Now, he's only been at the club for, a couple of months? He's not the captain. Odegaard's the captain. I love that. I'm going to be honest. Being the captain does not always mean wearing the armband. You can be the leader without wearing the armband. Granit Xhaka was our captain last year. Make no mistake about it. Doesn't matter that he wasn't wearing the armband. Declan Rice quality. Let's end this stream with the positives. Defensively today, very solid. 3 at the back, which I didn't like. But we keep a clean sheet in a difficult away game, despite going down to 10 men. Was Tomiyasu's a red? I mean, I'm watching the replay again here. I genuinely... It's there. Does he grab his shirt? Right, let me see from this angle. This might be a better angle. I feel like I'm doing Tomiyasu dirty, but I'm struggling to see. I mean, you can't. It looks minimal. It looks minimal. I genuinely can't tell from that angle. Does he even pull his shirt? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But anyway, the ref wasn't great. We've won the game. We defended well. Declan Rice cleaned up everything in front of the back three. Saliba, excellent. Good penalty by Martin Odegaard. Good of Saka to step aside. Saka was lively. And we win the game. We win the game. Snake Eye said, Big C, I sent you something in the mail today. Sooner you get it, please let me know. I've not contact attached. Big up, bro. I will check. Send me a message, an email. Let me know on Hotmail, bro. Big up yourself. Big up everyone for tuning in. It wasn't pretty, that's for sure. But the 3 points are in the bag. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. Martin Odegaard penalty. 6 points. Joint top. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Arteta, my advice would be tweak that system, pick the right lineup, but we've won. I'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Player ratings, Arsenal win again. 3 points in the bag, people. Bless.